Hey, what's up? Just trying to see. Uh-oh. Just want to know if I fixed my audio. We'll find out. All right, let's go live. Oh, something I didn't do. Plug in my headphones. Good thing they're all twisted. Oh my gosh. Yikes. I didn't realize everything was so twisted over there. All right. Now I can hear. Not that there's anything to hear right now. Let's go. Audio is good? Okay, good. Thank you. Sup, Sabby? It's good to see you. Do you think that I should have the TikTok chat in the live at all? Or is it just annoying and in the way? What's up, Lambretta? Sylvia! What's up, y'all? It's good to see you. All right. Pull this over here. No, I don't want it in there. I just want it to the side. Okay, well, I guess you go there now. All right. Yeah, so I don't know. I tried to fix I don't know what the setting was called. Just basically it's supposed to match me up. Like I shouldn't have such a delay now. Thank you. Appreciate that. Same as Lee. Thank you. Aw, appreciate you. Yeah, so I'm vegan stoner lady. I want to know, why aren't you vegan yet? Tell me your reasons that you are not vegan. Let's have an honest conversation. Excuse me. And the water is way over there. What's up? Yes. I was kind of waiting for Jake, but I had scheduled for 11, so I felt bad if I waited longer. So I totally understand if people go hang out in Jake's live, because it's that last conversation I know definitely had my attention. Guy was a jackass. Plants are bad for you, okay? Terrible. Yeah, but then I got, yeah, that song. Yeah, I do love to garden. That's definitely why I was like a minute late, but gardening's good. Lambretta, Vegansaurus, what's up? Welcome in. Good to see y'all. I love the stickers. So, those on TikTok, Dash and Grandpa, what's up? Oh, yeah, the link. That's what I need to do. I was like, there's something on TikTok I need to do first. And that is share the link so that our cool YouTube friends can come over here. Link. There. I should be back to normal. Okay. Pin. I guess the previous one worked as well. I don't know why I bothered doing that. I forgot I did that before. Because if you just go to my page, you'll see that I'm live. Anywho, come on over. Let's hang out. Why do you care so much what people eat? Oh, I don't. I really genuinely don't care what you eat. It's more like, who are you exploiting to get what you're eating, right? Who are you directly demanding be used and pulled apart for your sensory pleasure? I'm saying eat a something, not a someone, right? If I were the victim, that's what I'd want, someone to do for me, is speak up for me, save me. Yeah, we don't care what you eat. It's that there's a someone, and that someone cared about themselves. That someone didn't want to be used or exploited, and that's what matters. So you see us humans eat the animals so they don't eat your grass. Oh, you're 8. Got it. Okay. Okay, you don't need to spam it. It's a really bad joke, honestly. Like, it's bad. Get better material. Oh yeah, thank you for reminding me. I'm gonna grab my request box. Awesome. You got to be 18 and older only. I don't want to talk to anybody younger. If you're younger, I drop you. And in fact, I'm going to wait a second before I bring people up. Okay, so real quick, veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other fellow sentient beings. I don't want to be exploited because I'm sentient. I care about myself, right? I can safely assume everyone else having a subjective experience, their own subjective experience of joy and suffering, that they also don't deserve to be exploited, used unfairly, not in their best interest. So I think most of us agree that we shouldn't be used unfairly without our consent considered. I think we all agree that we should be respected, at bare minimum, not exploited, right? And I'm just saying we're leaving out groups of peoples just because they look different and they don't think like you. And that's similar to racism. It's called speciesism. The same logic. You're using an arbitrary trait of either skin color or any other random trait, right? It could be gender, it could be sexual orientation, where you're from, who you worship, if you worship. All these things they have nothing to do with whether or not you should be respected, right? The reasons you should be respected is because there's somebody in here having an experience of the world. Yeah, I'm sure that those that were racist when they first heard the word racism, I'm sure they laughed about it too, because it probably sounded weird to them. But today we look at them and we're like, wow, we paint them with that. We're like, you're a terrible person for doing those things. Speciesism will be the same. It's been around for a while. And just because, you're old timey, your kids will know and they'll call you that and it'll be an insult. It'll hurt. So live the way that you want to look back on proudly. Yeah, exactly. And those that are still laughing at the word racist, those are bad people. Or they're people that desperately need some kind of help. Right? The point is, as a moral agent, somebody who's making decisions, who understands that when you make a choice, there are consequences. And if you're aware of those consequences and you know you're going to cause someone suffering, you should be held accountable for those actions. Moral agents have this ability to know right and wrong, weigh things out. That means you have a responsibility to not take advantage of those that are vulnerable. If you spam my chat, I will mute you. Jax, are you over 18?
I'm anti-vegan, and
Okay.
I'm not.
You have to be over 18 to come up here. All right. Yeah. Please do not spam my chat. Thank you. Logan, are you over 18?
What I need to let you know.
Because this is TikTok's rules. So you got to tell me. And if you're not going to tell me, I'm just going to drop you. User, are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 19.
What year were you born?
2007.
Okay. You sound very young. So if I get the sneaking suspicion you're under 18, I will drop you.
Okay. Is that a compliment?
That's up to you. I'm not trying to give you a compliment or insult you. I'm just trying to be clear.
Okay. No worries. Okay,
So real quick, are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Okay. What's veganism mean?
Like, do you want like a real definition, like from, or do you want my?
What do you understand it to mean?
Someone who doesn't consume animal products, whether it's for the reason of like, whether it's for health benefits or maybe for like a reason of wanting to protect animals or like stand up for animals. That's what I would think of it.
Well, your mindset's in the right direction, but it has nothing to do with protection. It has to do with just not demanding someone's exploitation. Does that make sense?
Yes, I see that.
So exploitation means to use someone unfairly for your benefit, not their best interest.
Right.
We wouldn't want to be exploited, right? You don't want to be exploited.
No.
Right. Why should I not exploit you?
Well, because I wouldn't like that. Like, that would go against what I would want. Obviously.
Exactly.
I do understand your point.
Yeah. So what makes us different from other animals that justifies continuing to do this to them?
Okay. So before I answer that, I just want to like obviously make it clear, like, I don't think I've watched like videos before about like the industry, like the meat industries, like the egg industry, like all that. Like it's disgusting. Like the way they like. I mean, because me personally, I'm not vegan. Like, I do consume animal products.
Okay. So my question is, what separates us from other animals that justifies this difference in treatment?
Like, it's not to say that there's like a hierarchy or anything. It's just the fact that, like, the way I see it, like, we were put on Earth to be like predators. Like, we don't have to be. Like, we can survive without meat.
When we call a human a predator, are we complimenting them?
Well, it depends on how you're using it, like the context. Like,
when do you ever call another human a predator?
No, like, I'm speaking scientifically. Like, there's
when
ways.
When do you call a human a predator?
I'm just speaking in like this conversation right now.
When do you call a human a predator? When they're dangerous, when they're unpredictable, when they're going to cause harm to others without caring. Do you really want to call yourself a predator?
I do understand it can have a bit of like a negative connotation, but the point I'm trying to make
is... You're not a predator.
No, like, the point I'm trying to make is, like, you can use whatever word you would like, but I'm trying to just say that we naturally, as humans, can have the desire to consume meat.
I can have the desire to want to grape people, but that doesn't make it okay for me to do just because I desire. So your desire to lick someone's insides without their consent is still immoral. I don't care how much you desire it.
Okay, well, aside from desires, it's just it is like a natural thing. Like, I think my issue with
grape is natural. Is it moral?
How is grape natural? I mean, not to
that maintains the diversity in the populations.
I'm sorry, diversity.
It maintains the diversity in the in their genetic codes.
Can you?
Basic biology. So you have to have a diversity of DNA, right? Otherwise, you get mutations, right? So when they grape a female, they're making sure that they're spreading their DNA with a bunch of different other DNA, so they get a lot of other different genetic expressions. Then that's how we evolve.
Right. That's how we reproduce.
So you wouldn't be here without grape. Is grape moral now because it's how you got here?
That is not true. You are comparing grape to intercourse.
Okay, I don't think that you're equipped for this. If you genuinely think that our ancestors didn't grape each other, you need to go look back at history, because they graped each other a lot and you wouldn't be here without it. But that doesn't make it moral. Just because we've done something immoral for a long time doesn't make it okay. Slavery was another example of something we did for a long time, and we wouldn't be here without it. Doesn't make it okay, even in its time. Immoral. Ask the victims. You're so focused on me, my. You don't even care to think about your victim, but yap about what you're trying to say. I've been doing it forever. And Braden over there is crapping his pants. Why don't you talk about it, Braden? Probably not over 18, are you? How old are you?
I am.
How old are you?
I am currently 20.
What year were you born? Liar. That's the easiest one too. What is silly pants? Easiest one. 2,000. What are you doing? Actually, no, I'd make you 26. I'm silly. Whatever. I don't want to talk to you. I just showed that I don't know how to do math, I guess. Even without knowing how to do math, I'm still right that you should respect animals. You know why? Because animals want to be respected. Yaz, you're not apparently working. Quincy, are you over 18?
What's up? Yeah, I'm 22.
Okay.
2004.
Are you vegan?
Nah.
Okay, what's veganism mean?
You don't consume or use any products related to animals.
That's
Or are you
part
talking
of
about
it.
like veganism or vegan?
Well, I mean, a vegan is a person, right? And veganism is what they're practicing. So what's veganism?
I guess, like I said, you don't use or consume any animal products.
So that's close. That is something we do. It's actually, it comes from an ethical position. So I principally don't
So
want
I'm
to
confused
demand.
how you're comparing
Quincy,
raping.
wow. Can you let me finish? Why are you already talking over me? Do I need to end this conversation already? So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other beings. I don't want to demand someone's exploitation. When you demand animal products, you're literally demanding somebody be enslaved, born into existence, regardless of their own purpose, regardless of the fact that they still care about themselves. You birth them into existence for you to use, right? To use without consent. These young bodies, you want to use them. You want to open them up and put them in your mouth. Does that make sense why I compared it to slavery and grape? You're literally violating someone's body for your sensory pleasures. And it's unnecessary. Trash, are you over 18?
Yes, I'm 34.
Oh, wonderful. I love to talk to adults. Are you vegan?
No.
All right. And what do you understand veganism to mean?
Basically the same thing you just said. I just have a quick question
Well,
because my phone is dying.
you have to repeat it to me because otherwise I don't know if you actually understand.
Not eating, basically not eating meat, not using any animal products whatsoever.
Well, that's what the last guy said.
Yeah.
That's not it, though. That wasn't right. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation. Exploitation specifically means to use someone unfairly for your benefit, not their best interest. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So for an example, raising someone for their skin or their hair, right, to make a coat out of them is not in their best interest. It's only in the person using them's best interest. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and fill me in. Why aren't you vegan?
I've debated going vegan previously, etc.
Why?
I guess more so because I just had a quick question, more so, rather than anything else. So I guess it's like, I'm trying to think of how to word it. Because obviously, vegans eat, crops, etc., that sort of thing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, we eat plants.
Yes. But farmers have to protect those plants, like from deer, for example.
I can already answer this for you if you like.
Yes.
It's called crop death, so we're referring to the animals that are dying in the fields, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So these fields, they mostly exist for other animals that you exploit. A cow eats more than a human does per day, right? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A pig eats more than a human does a day, right?
Yeah.
Billions, like multiple billions of chickens are going to eat more than 8 billion humans. Right?
True.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so we're
true.
breeding 92.2 billion individuals that need to be fed every year. 92.2 billion. There's only 8 billion humans right now. So they've already done the math that we can actually currently feed our entire planet and then some if we stopped animal agriculture. Right now, we have starving children, right? These countries, like in parts of Africa, parts of Asia, we are exploiting people and their land to grow grains for the animals to get fattened for us in the West. So when you use animals, not only are you exploiting someone directly by ripping them apart and licking their insides, you're also stealing from poorer nations because that's where these resources are really coming from. So if we stopped using animals, like I said, we could feed 10 billion humans. How is that already not motivating enough to live vegan?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But when
I
it
didn't think it.
Oh, go ahead.
I didn't think of it that way.
It's something that's not often told to us. The study to go look at is called Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts Through Producers and Consumers. I know that was a lot, but if you just look up Reducing Food's Environmental Impacts through, I'm sure the whole thing will pop up. And you can have like an AI agent read through it so that you can get a summary of what it talks about. I do encourage people to go through it though.
Okay.
But definitely check out that evidence. It's pretty wild that we could have a much better planet for everybody and, not exploit somebody. We could have fairness for everyone.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna look it up.
Awesome. Okay, could I ask you real quick though? So honestly, that's not even veganism. That's plant-based that we talked about. That's why I'm honestly surprised that people that are for the environment or starving children, why they're not on a plant-based diet. But veganism comes down to the actual victim. So the cow that we were talking about that eats more than a human. Let's say that they didn't eat more than a human. Let's say for some reason when we feed animals, they actually take less food and they magically create more flesh on their bodies. Do you think it'd be fair to use someone who has the capacity to suffer when they don't want to be used and you don't need to? Do you think it's fair to use them anyway?
No.
Yeah, I agree. If I was the victim and I knew that my oppressor had something else they could use, I'd be like, please just use the other thing. Leave me alone. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. The best way I illustrate this is like, if I wanted to kick a dog for my entertainment, my want for entertainment or maybe I get like exercise out of it too, those benefits don't outweigh that dog is a sentient being and they want to avoid suffering. Their preferences should be considered morally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And as the moral agent in that situation, I should, use my power to, if anything, maybe even protect the dog rather than exploit them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So in your mind, let me ask you some questions. What separates a dog from, say, a cow or a pig?
I don't think anything.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that was the realization I came to when I was watching a documentary on dairy, and I didn't realize that dairy cows have to be graped. They're either put in a pen with a randy bull, or the farmer penetrates them with his arm. He literally plunges his arm into her anus and like holds her uterus in place to receive bull semen that they worked off of a bull, either by hand or they put buzzy toys in his bum. I didn't realize they did this to cows. To me, this is bestiality, and we have loopholes for farmers and actually even animal breeders in general, dogs, birds, even like this happens to a lot of animals. And it's like, why are we fiddling with animal bits? What are we doing?
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah. Well, is there anything I can do for you to help you make those first steps into a vegan lifestyle?
I think that pretty much actually sums it up because I've been looking into it for a little while now.
That's amazing. Can I point you to a resource at least?
Yes.
So the anti-animal use that you see above me, that has all the resources. Click on the button that says Go Vegan. You'll see resources for diet, for different stuff. You'll see other vegan influencers online that you can go and watch and be inspired to, further your life as a vegan. The final resource I would suggest is called Animal Justice 21, because there's a building of a community there, other new vegans that are trying to figure out their obstacles so that you can talk to somebody, and there's a dietitian and a nutritionist in there to answer your questions.
Okay, awesome.
And it's
Thank
all
you
free.
so much.
Absolutely. Trash,
Yes.
thank you so much. Dubs in the chat for Trash. You're amazing. Thank you so much for coming up here.
Of course, thank you.
Yeah, you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. Oh. This guy? This guy. Yeah. Block. Okay, guy. You need to calm down. I know that you're frustrated that I'm bringing up things that really bother you. Like, oh, the truth, it really hurts. I know, I get it. Okay, I think I got you. It's hard when I'm having a conversation. I will keep looking at you, though. Actually, can I drag this over here? Oh, perfect. Oh, I got you now. It was I needed to rearrange my windows is all. Okay, cool. It makes it a lot easier to see it right there. Yay. Okay. Let's bring up our next guest. Oh, actually, real quick, how's my audience doing? How y'all doing? Thank you, Sarah. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, bro. Appreciate it. You guys are great. Thank you so much. What's up, Ben? Good to see you. Vegan engineer. Hi. Welcome in. Raven. What's up? Lewis. Oh my gosh, the gang is here. Fly for justice. I mean, Sabby, we already said hello, but hello, Sabby, now that everybody's here. Is there anybody I missed so far? Shoot. Okay. Hopefully I didn't miss anybody. Vegan Fleck, what's up? I did miss you. Bestiality, unalivement, and grape of animal. I can't with these TikToks. I know. I'm right there with you. I feel so silly sometimes saying these stupid words. It infects me too, because like I'm out in the real world and I say it then too, and people look at me weird. I'm like, it's social media. Okay. Oh, Vegan Felic. W's in the chat for Vegan Felic. You did 5 hours? I was debating on going out today. I'm glad I didn't, though. It's all cloudy and there'd be no people outside. Like Vancouverites, I think is what they're called. They hide when the sun isn't out, so. Farty? Is that what you call Felic? What is this? I don't want this. Thank you. Please don't ask to join. I don't like it. Finest, are you over 18?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
I'm okay. Are you vegan?
No, ma'am.
All right. What do you understand veganism to mean? Oof. You have a bit of an echo. Is there something you might be able to do about it?
I don't think so. If it still echoes, I can leave. I apologize.
Well, I don't hear it when you talk. Oh, I don't hear it hardly at all now. Go ahead. Go. You're good.
Okay, so veganism is abstaining from eating animal products or anything that comes from the animal off of an ethical framework that animals should not suffer. They shouldn't feel any sort of pain. They shouldn't live miserable lives, things like that. Am I correct, or?
No, it's not so much that. It's more like I just don't think anybody who has the capacity to suffer deserves to be used unfairly for someone else's benefit.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't necessarily need to like really like someone or even want to protect them. It's more like they don't deserve to be exploited.
Okay.
So what's stopping you from living vegan?
Mainly my own just personal diet. I mean, I'm not gonna just eat plants. That's just something I'd rather not do. Now, if
You can do it
I,
however
I
you wish. I'm not telling you need to eat plants. I'm just saying you
yeah,
can thrive without using animals. So live whatever lifestyle you want, but don't you think that if you don't need to do something to someone or you have an alternative for whatever it is you want, that exploiting them is the immoral choice?
no, I can fully agree with you. Exploiting them, especially in the manner that we're doing with like industrial farming, I think we have a lot of common ground on things like that. I don't think how we're doing industrial farming or how it is in general is way beyond ethical. Like it's nowhere near
What's wrong with
ethical.
it?
I mean, you have these plants not living, not plants, sorry, these animals living unfulfilled lives in cages.
Why does that matter?
Why does that matter? Because, I mean, it's a conscious being.
Yeah, exactly. So if someone has the capacity to suffer, they should be considered morally, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when it comes down to what, even on the nicest farms, would you trade places with any of those animals? Like,
If
let's
I
say,
lived a full and fulfilled life, yeah.
so I'm going to give you an offer. You get to live
Okay.
in my basement. You'll have access to my backyard. It's a big backyard. You can wander about it. And if you're really good and I really trust you, maybe I'll give you an allowance. But you live in my basement and you do as I say, and I get to decide when your life ends. I'm going to feed you the best foods. I promise. They're going to be delicious. You're going to be satiated and belly full. Give you belly rubs every night, and you get any subscription to any streaming site you need. Would you take
See,
this deal?
I wouldn't take that deal, and I'll tell you why. I wouldn't take the deal because, one, I feel as if animals should have the freedom to roam.
Well,
I
I
feel
give you the
like,
freedom to roam. I said I would let you wander around my big backyard. And if you're really good, I'd even give you an allowance so you can go out into the world and buy things. But you come back to me. You're mine.
are they living in their
This is you.
am I
It's
as an
you.
animal? Am I living in my
You're not an animal.
own
You are
nature?
as you are right now.
So, okay, am I living in my human nature then? Am I
Yeah,
around
you're in my
other human
basement.
beings?
No, you're in my, well, I mean, yeah, maybe I have a collection of you down there. My religion, in fact, tells me I can collect non-vegans and put them in my basement.
Right, and in my
Okay, but
eyes,
okay, take a second. Think
okay.
about it. Do you really want to be imprisoned by me like that? Not just imprisoned, enslaved. You're mine. Do you want to be enslaved by me?
Well, that's the thing. I'm not yours. That's the thing.
Yeah, you're not mine. And it wouldn't be fair for me to lock you in my basement, regardless of how much welfare I give you. Right?
But I'm not talking about welfare. I'm talking about
Yes, you are.
freedoms.
That's so when you say freedom, is a chicken wandering around a farm actually free, or are they just in a really large cage?
I'm not saying that they should be held on a farm.
I'm saying that when you use animals, you cannot remove exploitation. You will forever need to steal from someone to lick their muscles.
Okay. I
Would
mean,
that ever be fair to someone? Would you find that fair? Someone doesn't consider your consent or your best interest. You want to live. You can continue to live. They want to take your life so that they can eat your muscles. Would you find that fair?
no.
Exactly. I wouldn't find it fair either. I wouldn't find it fair for my companion, right? They also want to live, even though they're also an animal. Cats, dogs, right? We all know
Right.
that they care about themselves. They don't want to be eaten,
Right.
right? So we're just learning. We're not just learning, but cows, pigs, chickens, fish, they actually are all sentient. We all share that same inherent want to live. It feels that same yearn that I don't want to die and that same yearn to avoid harm.
Right.
Yeah.
Most things that are alive want to keep themselves alive.
Well, so plants, for example, are alive, but they are not sentient. They don't make preferences and they don't feel pain. It's not advantageous for them to do that, right? They're stuck in the ground. For us, we do move away. We either move towards pleasure or away from harm. We experience life when we make preferences.
I mean, but I've seen scientific studies where they've debated on whether or not if plants feel suffering.
Okay, but even if plants feel suffering, now we need to care about plant welfare and animal welfare. We end up feeding
Yeah, from your point of view.
Okay, I would care about plants if that was the case. We find out.
So what would you eat?
Well, if you stop, I can tell you.
Okay, I apologize.
So when we are raising animals and enslaving animals, what do they eat? Your
Plants.
sentient plants. So if we
Right.
want to reduce harm to sentient beings, living a plant-based lifestyle, which is eating the plants directly, would actually reduce greatly how many sentient plants we birth to be fed to somebody. Right now, we dedicate 83% of our agricultural land to raising animals, and they only give us 18% of our total global calories.
Right.
So we're wasting water, land, these fields. Most of them are fed to those animals. So if you're worried about the sentience of a plant, then we could feed more people on fewer plants and reduce harm to everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. I would hope that we would work on some technology that would eliminate using any sentient being if plants were sentient. But right now, the science shows they're not sentient. There's an article, a scientific article that goes over the last 50 years of these studies that look at plant sentience, directly at it. And they've found that you need a brain and a spinal cord in order to express sentience. And plants don't have that. Or not spinal cord, excuse me, a central nervous system.
Right. I feel like I think I've heard about like plants having like a spread out nervous system, but
So
I
they
don't
have
think it's like a
information.
central.
Yeah, it's like your
Yeah.
phone. It's like your phone. Your phone sends signals to other phones and other electronics even. You know, it communicates. It also can read the lights, right? It can change what you can see on the screen. It responds to you typing to it. You know, you can even ask it questions and it'll bring you information, but that doesn't make your phone sentient.
Okay, I can see that.
Yeah. If you look into physics, it's actually quite interesting to learn about plants because they're basically made up of these little things that are just vibrating around and they fall into place because they're drawn to each other based off charge and such. But it's really interesting how things work.
Is that why certain plants have vibrations, or I guess all plants? I'm not sure.
Everything is vibrating because we're on a spinning planet, you know, falling
Okay.
through space. So, yeah.
I got you.
Physics are interesting. You should definitely look into some physics. Maybe look up some YouTube videos. Get sucked in for a minute.
For sure.
Yeah.
I guess my only issue with your point of view is that it's just it's egalitarian, and I don't feel as if
How's
there's
it
anything in
egalitarian?
nature that is that.
Is it egalitarian to be against human slavery?
No.
Okay. Well, that's all I'm saying is like this is an individual who cares about themselves and they deserve their inherent right to not be exploited, to be protected or at least upheld, right? Like what is it about animals that makes it okay to do this to them and not humans?
I guess the only thing that we as humans can argue is consciousness.
Well, animals are conscious. We actually have scientific evidence on this too. There's the Cambridge
Right.
Declaration of Consciousness and the New York Declaration of Consciousness.
No. I'm not saying animals aren't conscious, but like levels of consciousness. That's why
Oh, okay.
we will eat chickens instead of dogs, or
I do know that's
we
why
won't eat
things
dolphins.
are.
Or
Do you think that's how things should be?
do I think that's how things should be? But no. But like still, even then, why
How-
would we?
How do
Why
we make
would-
the world that we want to live in?
The thing is, you can't control everything. Like
Well, no, but you can control your
how are
actions.
we? How are okay? That's true.
Yeah.
But how are we going to hold ourselves to the standard of not eating plants when we can't even hold animals to the same standard? I mean, not eating meat,
Animal.
sorry.
Yeah. So the thing is, animals aren't moral agents in human morality. Like, we can't communicate with them and teach them what we have learned, right? So it's hard to hold somebody accountable that doesn't really know the rules. So they're kind of like children in that sense, that they are moral patients to us. They're vulnerable. They might have their own moral code. We don't truly know what these ecosystems involve with these different individuals. What I think we should do is focus on humans first, focus on our decisions, because we're, like I said, breeding into existence 92.2 billion land animals alone. This isn't including sea life, which is actually in the
Right.
trillions, believe it or not.
I believe it.
Trillions. Oh,
It's
so
a massive ocean.
well, and it's going to be empty soon. We wipe off more than, the number of humans that have ever existed. I think it's like 117 billion.
Right. I've heard that number before.
Yeah. And we're wiping out 92.2 billion land animals and then trillions of sea life every year. So more than the human existence on this planet every
It's
year.
not sustainable.
It's not sustainable and it's not fair. Can you imagine being just one of these individuals? You're considered a thing. You're lost in the group. Even though we are one of many humans, I still care about myself. I don't care if I'm in a group. That doesn't demean that I care about myself. But we do this to so many animals, it's hard to see them as individuals anymore. They're just a thing, a livestock. So
Right.
it does take a little bit of a bigger person, I guess, to look closer. But it's more of like, what would you want done if you were the victim? Would you want your oppressors to take just a slightly closer look and go, oh, they care, we should stop using them? Or should they just ignore you and keep going about using you?
The first option.
Yeah, I should leave you alone. Yeah, exactly. You sound like an honest person. What I would suggest, for me, it took seeing it, because I thought, oh, there's got to be a better way to do it. But every time I saw the best way to do it, I still would not trade my life for their life, knowing what the end was. So I would suggest watching the documentary Dominion. It's free on YouTube, Dominion 2018. You can find it on here. You just click on See
Okay.
What I Fund when you go into the website, drops you right to it. And it just shows you standard practice. It's not a gotcha film of like, this is the worst of the worst. It's more like, this is what has to happen in order for it to be, something for you to use.
Right.
Yeah.
And I guess my last question for you is, what about the people that could not live on a vegan diet?
Well, there's a couple of different things. So one is those that do have the access to all the resources should, because sadly we do live in a capitalistic system, but the power
Right.
is that when we all say, I want more vegan products, the processor or producers produce more, and they usually come down in price. So they're going to be more widely available if more of us start demanding them. But for those that are in places that don't have access to resources, I would first go to there's a thing called Challenge 22, and they actually set you up with somebody that's in your area that's vegan to help you figure out how to find everything that you would need. Because sometimes it's just a matter of you don't know what to look for. They also have a dietitian there. But I would mostly just tell them to watch that documentary. And then when it comes to each decision and you realize there's some animal that'll be exploited for this, ask yourself, can I go without, or is there an alternative? And then if someone's in a situation where they're in a life or death and they need to do this, that's going to happen. People will cross their principles to survive. And I'm not here to talk down on those people. I'm more to be like, hey, animals are basically people. They feel just like we do. They have that same inherent want to live. So I'm not here to be like, I'm going to tell you what to do. It's more like, don't you agree that we shouldn't exploit others if we don't need to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you have the capacity to not.
Exactly. I think anybody, though, regardless of your access to resources, can view animals as a someone. We can recognize that they're sentient and care.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. But
Yeah.
I have one more question for you as well. I'm sorry.
No, please throw it at me.
And I'm asking you this because this is like one of those modern things that, people aren't really talking about yet. It's kind of seen as like a conspiracy theory, but it's not now. Well, how do you feel about lab grown meat?
Oh, I'm kind of mixed on it because they still currently have to have someone have a baby, and they take the fluid, like for chickens, they have a chicken lay a fertilized egg, and they
Right.
take the cells from the chick inside the egg. For
The stem
cow,
cells?
I don't know if it's stem cells, it's their, I don't know what it's called for the chickens, something serum. But for cows, it's something like bovine serum, bovine, can't remember. With cows, though, it's usually because dairy cows, like a third of them are sent to the slaughterhouse pregnant. So as they're being slaughtered, the baby is cut out of her stomach, and
That's
they'll.
horrible.
I know I mean, it's all horrible, but that's pretty horrific. Yeah. But it happens pretty often. They'll take the baby though, and they'll stick a long, thick needle in his stomach, and they'll pump out what's in his gut because that is what they use to grow lab-grown cow. So I don't like it, but I think it's coming anyway. And I do think that it will reduce harm greatly, but it's not vegan. You're still exploiting somebody. If they can remove it from exploiting someone where they just had this cell that they could replicate forever, I have no problem with that. None at all. As long as nobody's exploited, I don't care. So
Right. And from my understanding, I actually believe that it was just, cells that could constantly replicate.
it's they can only replicate, I think, so much. So that's why I say it will reduce harm. They can use a little bit to make a lot of different, or a lot of flesh for sure. But the method that they're getting that little bit of fluid is still, to me, I wouldn't want to have that done to me. Like, I'm an unfortunate dairy cow that's been ripped out of my mother, and now they're going to shove a big needle in my gut, and that's my life. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if, like I said, if they don't do that anymore, then yeah, go for it. Hell yeah, go for it. I don't care. I don't know if I would eat it, just because at this point, flavors and textures remind me too much of exploitation. Like, I had an Impossible Burger, and it was too real for me that I couldn't finish it. I threw it away. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, I kind of see it as stupid that they're trying to appeal to meat
Well,
eaters,
to be
but
fair, just because I didn't like that particular one, it's a cultural thing. It's so that people that don't want to demand exploitation can still participate in culture. America is big on having burgers, so now I can still go to a barbecue and have vegan burgers and still have that same ambiance, hanging out with my friends, eating a burger with fries. That's why those exist.
does it make you a little upset when you're eating vegan and your friends around you aren't?
Yes. But that's because I've been vegan for 10 years, and I'm very heightenedly aware of what goes on. And the people that are around me are not unaware. They've been made aware, and they chose to continue. So that does bother me. Yeah. I don't think every person that uses animals is terrible, because I don't think everybody actually knows that it's not something you need to do. And that's why I'm out here. I wish that there had been someone that was like, hey, you don't have to do this. You call yourself an animal lover, you cuddle with animals, you talk baby at them, but yet you also demand a knife be jammed in them and shoved down your throat. I couldn't live with that contradiction. But it's not even
I get
about me.
that.
It's not about this. It's about them, right? Regardless of how you feel, it's about them. So even
Right.
if you don't feel those feelings, it doesn't matter. They still care about themselves, and that's the point. So yeah. So how you feeling?
I'm feeling all right. I just wanted to come up here and have a conversation, so
Yeah.
I feel like that's what I had.
Would you be willing to watch that documentary, Dominion?
Yeah, I would watch it.
Okay, it's free on YouTube.
I don't
like I said,
necessarily think it'll make me go vegan because
it's
honestly,
it's not meant for that. It's more like you need to be an informed consumer, and we literally, humans, repress these things. So if you watch it and say, like, well, what if it were dogs? Would you feel just as comfortable watching it?
no, I'd probably feel worse.
Yeah. So I watch that footage so that when I go into the stores, they can't hypnotize me with their happy images of animals. And, like, this is fresh and delicious and healthy and good for you, and you need to do it. I know that that's slavery. I know exactly what that is. So I'm not even tempted.
Yeah,
Okay. Well, just promise me you'll watch that documentary at the minimum.
I got you.
Okay.
You said it's on your website, right?
Yep.
The
Yep.
antianimaluse.org.
That's it.
Okay, I got you.
Awesome. Appreciate you, finest. I would love
Yes,
to hear from
ma'am.
you too. If anything changes for you, I'd love to hear from you.
All right. Yes, ma'am. You have a good day.
You too. Thanks for coming up.
Of course. Bye.
Well, I appreciate honest people. It really does make life a lot easier. How is it slavery? Well, slavery is stealing the freedom of a sentient being who cares about themselves and has their own purpose. Animaljustice21.org. Please go check it out. Yas. I believe animaljustice.org will maybe it has Dominion on it. I know it has a lot of great resources, so I'm not sure of that specifically, but it's a great 21-day challenge to reflect ethically on why you should be vegan. There's no other challenge like it, and it's really easy, and you don't even really need to sign up for anything. You can just look at the resources if you want. It's a great website. Please go check it out, animaljustice21.org. It's also in my page. If you go to antianimaluse.org, you'll see it in the resources. I'm sorry my voice is all raspy sounding. I did some gardening with a really rough tool. I don't know. And it messed up my throat a little bit, so I'm sorry that you have to listen to that. It is slavery. Slavery is, okay, let's go look at I know that the definition is going to say specifically something about humans. Let's see. But that doesn't matter, right? Because they're still persons. Okay, slavery is a system where one person is the legal property of another, forcing them to work without freedom or pay. That is 100% what we do to other animals. And animals are persons, so it's slavery. And I know that we're now getting into definitions. I just think that a lot of our definitions are needing an update. There was a time when the word person didn't legally mean, it just legally meant YT wealthy men. And obviously that's not the case. Animals are animals. Humans are animals. Animals don't have souls. Humans are animals. We're great apes. Animals aren't legally or philosophically classified as persons. They are. They're persons. I don't care if that triggers you. They're persons. A person is a collection of unique traits and preferences. And guess what? Animals are that. Or as the correct grammar would be people. Animals are not persons or people. Doesn't matter. I'm not, you want someone good with words, data linguist. I throw thoughts far. I don't know if anybody gets that reference. It's fine. Yes, exactly. Go look up Animal Justice 21. You'll definitely reflect on the truth. That's what it's best for sure. Great resources. Oh, someone sent me a donation. What's up, Mark? Dubs in the chat for Mark. Mark J7612. $5 says, thank you, you beautiful soul, VSL. Animal agriculture is destroying the earth. Until humans stop killing animals, humans are savages. Yeah, we're pretty terrible. There's also a lot of good. Humans are terrible, but there's a lot of good humans that do a lot of good things, and I'm really glad they exist. So there's good sides to us. Let's not get too... I do get really wrapped up in talking about how stupid and evil humans are, but there's also, we're here. I know that I'm stupid too, but even in the stupidity, we're out here doing the right thing. And that's all we need. It doesn't matter how smart you are or what you know. It's more like that basic knowledge of We shouldn't exploit each other. That's all it is for veganism. So shouldn't do it. All right. I don't like it when you spam my chat. Thanks. Tanaka?
Hey.
Hey, are you over 18?
Yep.
All right. Are you vegan?
I'm not, no.
Oh, okay. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Not eating animals for moral or health reasons, I suppose.
Okay. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. So I don't want to use an individual who has the capacity to have their own ability to feel suffering or joy in a manner that's not fair to them and only in my benefit. Does that make sense?
Sure it does, yeah.
Okay. Do you relate with that? Do you align your own principles with
Yeah,
that?
so I guess my argument as to why I'm not vegan, or my reasoning is and it's kind of impossible, I guess, for a vegan to really argue against this, because it's not a point in the same way as most like non-vegans will argue a point. It's just that I have a fundamentally different moral framework from a vegan's moral framework.
Well, I'm here to ask you. I don't really care about like everything that goes on in your life. I mean, you as a person, I want to respect you, but I'm more asking, why aren't you respecting animals?
Yeah, so I was going to answer that. So I place no value on an animal's life. An animal's life to me is the same as a grain of sand.
Do you think that if I just don't value someone, that I now have the moral right to violate them?
No.
But that's
if they're Homo sapien.
But whoa, wait a second. Are you forcing your ideology onto me? I just told you I don't value.
I'm just telling you my opinion.
I don't value my neighbor. Why can't I exploit him?
Because he's a Homo sapien.
But you just said it's a value system. So it's not
It's my value system, yeah.
Okay,
and I think it's the right value system, and I think it's... Wow. I know, but let me explain.
You have the mindset of an oppressor, my friend.
It's my value system, and I think it's the correct value system. You don't have to subscribe to that.
So I just want to point out that this is like first-person syndrome. Like, you really think that your little brain cells figured out the truth? You're the only one?
No. Can I finish my point without getting muted or anything?
You think that, though, because now you're telling me that I'm wrong, and you can't even tell me why I'm wrong. You're just saying, well, I'm right.
Can I finish my point now?
No, because I'm right. You're wrong. That's why. I don't want to play games, guys. Hey, it's Zach, FYM. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not. Okay. You got to be over 18, y'all. I will not talk to you if you're under 18. It's creepy and weird, and you should go ask your parents why the stranger on the computer doesn't want to talk to you. It's not it's not safe. A lot of adults are dangerous. They can manipulate other adults. They can manipulate you. So please stay safe. Stay off of other adult panels. Thank you. Yes, chaos. I understand that someone's flesh can taste good. Humans taste like pig. I don't know if you know this. We're called long pig. Go look it up. And just because we taste like bacon, does that now morally justify exploiting other humans? I see the problem. Gotcha. We'll just kick you out then. You obviously just have an issue with typing. So let me just clear that up. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of fellow sentient beings. I don't want to demand someone who has the capacity to experience suffering or joy to be used unfairly against their best interest. I don't want that, because I don't want to be used for someone else's best interest, not mine. Exactly, Dashing Grandpa. Vegan is basic morality. Vegans recognize the someone in other animals. They are an individual, a collection of unique preferences and traits. Musako. Are you over 18?
I'm 32.
Perfect. Are you vegan?
No, I am not vegan.
All right. What do you understand veganism to mean?
An ethical stance against the unnecessary exploitation of sentient beings.
Beautiful. You're the first person to get it right. So what's holding you back from living in alignment with that principle?
Couple of things. I would say the main one being that if I boycott cars, it doesn't affect the car industry. So I don't think we're going to have any help, you know?
So what? If someone was going to have a dog kicking party and they're going to do it regardless of what you do, are you going to give them money?
No, but
what if I did? What if I walked up to them and I was like, yeah, keep it up, and I gave them money? Would you think that I am a moral person?
Obviously not, but
right. I'm glad that we're on agreement then. It doesn't matter if you make it a difference in the market. It's a principle. I don't avoid being racist because it has an effect on any markets. I avoid being racist because it's immoral to treat others differently based off arbitrary traits. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So why wouldn't species be just another arbitrary trait?
Well, I imagine that we have an affinity between humans.
Okay. Well, what do you think? Do you think that we should treat people differently because they look different?
Well, we do to some extent.
I'm not asking about what is. I'm asking about what should be. Do you think that we should treat people differently based off of how they look?
Well, not really, no.
Right. How about what they think about, if they can even think? Like maybe they just care about feeling comfortable. Can we exploit those beings?
Well, we shouldn't exploit people, really, but we do.
Again, you're getting lost in the is-ought fallacy. I'm not asking about what is. I'm asking what should be. Do you think we should take advantage of those that are maybe not as intelligent as the average?
I think there could be an argument to say yes if it's like for capitalistic gain.
That's disgusting, man. You're for human slavery. That's gross. That's gross. If someone's not intelligent, it's okay to exploit them. Maybe go think on that. Hunter, are you over 18? Okay. I think that says Elijah. Elijah? Is that how you say it?
As AARP members,
hello?
I'm eating beef jerky right now.
Vegan beef jerky is so good. Oh, hey, Vessel.
Hi again.
Hi, how's it going?
I'm good. I'm eating an avocado sandwich.
Nice. That's awesome. Remind me, I know we spoke last time and I can't fully 100% remember. You're vegan, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Right on, right on. I for some reason had this bit of memory that maybe you weren't, and I was like, no, I think they are. Okay.
Here's a picture of my dog. Here's my dog. Can you say hello, King?
Aww. Hi,
He's a border
King.
collie He's a border collie German Shepherd Lab.
Oh, he looks so happy. Oh,
and he loves green beans.
Aww. Yeah, dogs love vegetables. My grandma's dog loved carrots. He would break into her garden and dig up her carrots and her cucumbers. He'd eat her cucumbers too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, do you want to hang out while I pull people up?
I just wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, okay.
And I'll hang out in the chat.
Okay, cool. I appreciate you being here. It's good to see you, Vessel.
Good to see you.
Yeah, awesome. All right, I'm going to bring up Jesley. Hey, are you over 18?
I love beef.
Oh, vegan beef is really good. You can make it out of almost anything. Tofu, mushrooms, seitan. I mean, you could probably make it out of cauliflower, honestly. Walnuts. I don't know if has anybody tried walnut ground beef, like making the nuts be the ground beef. It's really good. Walnut ground beef is delicious. I just understand the food chain, and my ultimate goal is to give my animals the best life possible. Well, the best life possible would be one where they're not exploited, right? So just keep taking care of them the best you can and don't send them to slaughter. Don't exploit them. It's that easy, right? You can eat the food chain of plants. You don't need to eat someone. Just because, some people think that it's this powerful thing that, you're weak if you don't dominate others. Don't let people bully you into being a bully, right? You know what's right. You know that causing someone unnecessary harm is immoral and that you wouldn't like it. Just live that honest truth. Be that honest person. You mix walnuts with lentils? Exactly. That's so good. TBV, yas. Walnuts and mushrooms. Yes. Tiger woman, that sounds so good. Okay. Yeah, eat producers, not consumers. Oh, that's a good one. Hold on. That is a good way to put it. Oh, Trash, you're back.
Hi again.
Hi.
Okay, I forgot about one more question. I don't know how I managed to forget it, but I somehow forgot it.
I was yapping a lot at you, so you took a lot all at once. It's understandable. Go for it.
Pet food, I guess
yes.
more so. Because they use I didn't get a chance to check out the website yet.
That's okay. I don't know if I actually have vegan pet food on there, but thank you for bringing that up because I will add that. But I do have options for you. Is it a dog or a cat?
Both.
Okay. So there are multiple companies. I would say Evolution would probably be your best bet because they make both cat and dog food. Evolution has different flavors too of their. Oh, actually, I have a can. Hold on. So they have different flavors. They've got the gourmet. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, because my face is gonna be. Oh, this way. Sorry, it's reversed.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's approved by the AAFCO for both cats and dogs, so it has all the needed nutrition for them. There's a blue one, there's a green one, which is the Gourmet Extra Life, and then there's also a gourmet vegetable stew. So there's like different flavors at least. But if you type in, if you just look up vegan dog or vegan cat food, you'll find a bunch of them. They're all really good. I've bought all of them. I had the unicorn pate, but Jasmine, my cat, would not eat it. So I gave it to another vegan that I do outreach with. And her cat loved it. So if you try one, like maybe you try Evolution and it doesn't work, don't give up. There's a bunch more. Just take your time, little bits. Yeah, there's a solution for them too.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you know if that's good for like I have a cat that constantly I guess it's like sensitive stomach is what the vet said. The vet said it's like sensitive stomach on her.
Mm-hmm. Well, so what I would do, go online, look up the Evolution and take like a screenshot if you can of the ingredients because I don't think I can get it on the screen. I think it will.
Yeah, I don't think so.
But if you can get a screenshot, you can take that to the vet or even call them and ask them, hey, is this okay for my cat? And that's okay too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Yes. And I would love to talk to you actually outside of this if you want. Because I can send you links to where those are if you like.
Yes, please. I'll actually send you a message.
Okay, perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. And I'll send you a follow just so I know. There we go. I'll follow you back.
Awesome.
Yay!
Thank you so much.
Dubs in the chat to Trash. Yes. Thank you for coming back up. That's a good question to ask. So thank you.
Of course. Thank you.
Yeah, you have a good rest of your day.
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye. I love it. Yas. Yeah, honestly, I'm really frustrated with the vegan pet food industry. Like, although we do have a lot of good options, I still want more, I want to be able to just go into my store. I shouldn't have to order it online. That's the only thing that's kind of a downfall. There are some you might be able to find. I think it's called Nature's Source. You might be able to find that one on the shelf. But just look up in general. Go on Google. Just type in vegan cat food or vegan dog food, and you'll find other brands too. So, or if anybody wants to message me, I can send you the links of the foods that I've gotten for my kitty. Are you religious? Are you against abortion? I am not religious. I can tell you're not either. But the thing with abortion is I see it more like a medical procedure where it's none of your business. And I think that anybody that has someone inside of their body and they don't consent to that has the right to address it how they wish and eject whoever is in their body without consent. But that's my opinion. Veganism is purely about exploitation. There's no exploitation in there. There's just self-defense. So, yeah, if you really are focused on abortion, I mean, that's fine that's your cause, whatever. But you can be avidly against it or for it and vegan, right? If you're telling me that I shouldn't be aborting my pregnancy because that fetus is sentient, then why are you robbing the sentience of living beings that are outside the womb? What gives you that right? I love all the fireworks. Big show! So I'm going to unheart that one. All vegans ban. Rommel loves ARA. Oh, okay. Is that person being a butt? Thank you, Savvy. It was the earlier person did. I don't know what ZAR is. They did a czar for 14. I mean, thank you for the donation, at least. And Savvy donated 20 euros. I appreciate you, Savvy. Thank you. Ramel, what's going on? Why are you doing that? Why don't you request up? The link is tagged right there. Why don't you come talk to me? Y'all talking about forcing pets to be vegan. Let's be real. Are you forcing them to not be vegan when you feed them whatever you grab? Like, what is this forcing? Is it forcing when you're just feeding them? Like, my neighbor probably buys a different brand of something, right? Is that forcing? Like, if they bought vegan pet food and they bought a different brand, are they forcing that brand versus my brand? That doesn't make sense. Yes, they don't get to choose because there's so many options. They don't understand to go on the computer and type with their cute little paws. Like, what do you suggest? If you had a child, right, and I'm feeding them vegan, would you say I'm forcing them to be vegan? I feel like a lot of people then pivot to, well, put a bowl of each thing in front of them and see which one they eat. A child will eat candy and garbage food before they eat the healthy food that is good for them. A dog will eat chocolate. It's just so silly. Yeah, exactly. Like, oh my God, why don't you go yell at the people that are buying the garbage pet food, the ones that aren't caring about their companions? Why are you coming at me, who's taking the time to actually make sure that my baby is okay and comfortable and not sick, right? Like, I'm paying attention to her, whereas most people that buy generic pet foods don't care where it came from. And it's often the scraps and the garbage and the cancers and the tumors, like, why don't you go yell at them? Tell them that they're abusing their animals. No, because that would make you probably a hypocrite. And you also probably don't even care about other animals. You just want to yell at vegans because your fifis are hurt because you realize that you're an animal abuser. Oh, that's okay. You don't know how to. That's okay. I don't see it. They can put euthanized animals in pet food. It's horrible. What? That's disgusting. Ew. Gross. gross. I mean, it's all gross. It's all animals, but that's another layer there. Ugh. Science Diet Hills pet food is recommended by vets because they sponsor the vet education. See, exactly. That's terrible. I have seen that though. The vets, they have the bags of food in the front you can buy. And I'm like, what? That's kind of weird. You're sponsoring a brand. Yeah, you're eating someone. Like, why not a chihuahua instead of a chicken? I think that when you see someone on the back of a horse, I think you're seeing a dom-sub relationship. You're seeing somebody dominating another being. And they play it off as if the sub wants it because the sub can't fight back. Because the sub was broken to understand that they will forever be a sub. And I know this because when you see horses, when they're finally free, when they don't have humans being assholes to them, they have no one on their back. Not even their children. No one. They let no one ride them. That's how I know horses don't want to be ridden. Their body is literally like their back between their butt and their chest. It's just like this little bridge of their spine. How do we not see that when someone's spine is like this and you're bouncing on it? Like, that's not good for their back. It literally causes the tissues underneath the saddle to die. So, no, riding horses is immoral. And I know you're going to get the horsey people like, my horse likes it, because they've been groomed to believe that that's the only good times. That's when you have fun, is when someone's on your back. Just like how Jeffrey E. groomed young ladies into thinking that they were his to be used. It's the same thing. Question is, why aren't you what you're supposed to be? I am. We rode horses back then. We can't do it in modern days. We don't need to. There's no reason to do it. It should be illegal. Yes, you should not be able to ride a horse. It's so rude. Unless there was actual ways to get Fry's consent from horses or any animal. Yes, little Haunch, I agree. You should STFU. If we're animals that evolved from animals and animals kill and eat other animals without any moral reasoning, then was the problem what we do to animals? Okay, so if someone was going to have a dog kicking party, right, are you going to go join? It's apparently a common thing in your area. Looks like fun. Would that be fair to the dog? No. Just because some harm is happening elsewhere in the world, just because somebody else is doing something immoral and not being held accountable, that doesn't give you moral license for you to go and do immoral acts to somebody. Oh, they did it over there, though. That's not how morality works. Yeah, they did something immoral. Don't copy them. Oliver, are you over 18? Oh, you got to be over 18. LA, are you over 18?
Yep.
Okay. Are you vegan?
Nope.
All right. What do you understand veganism to mean?
I don't really care.
Oh, why'd you come up?
I don't care what veganism means.
Why'd you come up?
Yeah, because you're saying why ain't I a vegan?
Well, it sounds like you do care if you want to have a conversation about it.
Well, maybe.
Okay. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other fellow sentient beings. So I don't want to exploit others because I don't want to be exploited. Does that make sense?
I mean, yeah, they're not someone. Animals are not people.
I don't want to exploit an individual who has the capacity to suffer and feel joy in a manner that's not fair to them and in my best interest, not theirs. Is that clear for you?
Yeah, I just having a hard time understanding. No, I don't.
Okay, so if I want to kick a dog for fun and exercise, you think that that's moral?
Yeah. You think people that eat meat just go around kicking animals all
You
the time?
think that's moral?
Did I say that? I said, do you think
I'm
people that eat
asking you,
meat?
LA, and instead you're
No,
yapping.
it's
Thank
not. I'm
you.
not yapping.
Yes, you are. You could have just said no. I'm
No, do
asking
you
you,
think
is kicking a
people?
dog for fun and
I
exercise
said
immoral?
no.
Okay,
I
thank
said
you.
no.
I agree. Why,
Okay,
in
can I
your
ask you a
humble opinion,
question?
no, in your humble opinion, why is it immoral to kick the dog?
Because it was unnecessary.
But I get exercise and I get joy. So it wasn't
Okay.
unnecessary. I
Well,
need exercise to live. So why
yeah.
is it
Well,
immoral for me to use a dog to kick?
because the dog didn't do anything. The dog is just there.
Yeah, but what does that matter? Isn't it more like the dog feels? They have a preference to not feel harm?
Yeah, just like us.
And if somebody has the capacity to feel harm, we should take that morally into consideration?
They're not someone's. They're
Oh,
animals.
so I should kick the dog.
Kick it. Fuck it.
See? You're dumb. Do you see how you gave up so hard that you just bit the bullet? Why not just stop being a jackass and reflect? Oh, I do think it's wrong to do this to dogs. Then what makes it okay to do it to cows? Right? Nothing. There's no morally relevant difference. No, I don't want to talk to you anymore. You said it's okay for me to kick dogs for fun. That's not okay. Little Hunch, are you over 18?
Yup.
Okay, well, call me when you are 18. Carlos, are you over 18?
Of course, man.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I can tell that puberty hasn't slapped you yet. Hola boys. Are you over 18? Oh no, I've talked to you before. I don't want to talk to you. Jordan. LA, you said it was okay to kick dogs for fun. You just said that. Jordan, are you there? I saw you pop in here. I guess not. So veganism is an ethical stance, meaning a principle. I don't want to do this, regardless of the effect that it has on any market or anything else. I don't care what other vegans are doing even, right? Regardless of what you call yourself. When I call myself vegan, though, I'm literally just saying, I don't want to be exploited, so we shouldn't exploit others. That's it. It's that simple. So when you think about a dog, right, and you say, well, dogs shouldn't be kicked for fun because they feel, why do you think that graping a cow so that she has a baby in order for you to have milk is okay? Why do you think sending a chicken to a slaughterhouse to be hung upside down by their ankles, be dipped in an electrical bath, and then met with 2 spinning blades to pop their head off, why would that be okay? It's not necessary that we use these animals. There's literally nothing we need from them. Yes, but we can eat each other. Why don't we eat other humans? Because we know other humans care about themselves. We've gone through these atrocities. We know that when we see someone and we say they're different and ignore their sentience, that's an atrocity. We're doing that right now to sentient beings. We're ignoring their sentience and saying that they are other. When they're not. They're sentient beings. They're fellow earthlings. They're just shaped differently and they have different parents. Hey, Lori, it's good to see you. You're an animal. Humans are animals. We're all animals. What? If this animal should be respected because I'm sentient and care about myself, not how smart I am. Like, let's say I lose all ability to have, complex thought. I can't think about morality, even replicating. Oh my gosh. I can't reflect respect, right? Because I can't understand morality. I can't understand the complexities of anything, but I'm still sentient. That means I still care about myself. It means I'm making preferences and want to stay comfortable. Most animals that we use are actually way more conscious than that, just so you know. They're compared to our human toddler children. Other animals, cows, pigs are even smarter than our dogs, right? but I'm trying to give you an example of even the lowest of the low, someone who is just purely sentient. If they're human, right, we still care about them because we know there's someone in there experiencing life. We know that now. We didn't always know that. Humans are dumb. We don't learn things until we've done them a couple of times and we share that information. There was a long time where they didn't even think babies were sentient even after they're born, right? So when we realize that there's a someone there, that's when we realize they deserve moral consideration and we shouldn't exploit them. What about after the cow dies, natural causes? We are not allowed to eat it. Well, you're viewing a someone as a something still, even if they're passed away. Like, why don't you eat a human that's been hit by a car? So what about after the cow died? Oh, I see. You're just copying them. Then why is it okay to eat the plants and all the other things that animals eat that y'all vegans eat? Plants are not sentient. What or whose standard do you use to decide what is objectively right or wrong? I use my own brain and talking to other people about what's right and wrong. So it's not that I necessarily know everything. It's that I talk to others and we share ideas. I learn from others' mistakes and I learn from their successes. Also, we look to science. Something that has been done over and over and over again is pretty trustworthy, if it comes out to the same result. So I'll give you a heart, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to give you a heart. $35 from Czar. I don't know what a czar is, but thank you for the donation. Then where do you get your morality from? You sent 2 donations asking the same question. Okay. Well, thank you for the money. Yeah. So again, it comes from my brain and talking to other brains. Hey, Vegan Travel, what's up? Donna in the house. Why don't vegans fight against child labor sweatshops that produce phones and computers? We do. There's lots of vegans that do that. In fact, I would say a majority of activists that speak up for animals also speak up for humans. So I don't know where you got that information that we don't. Why are people vegan? It doesn't make sense. For the animals, because animals feel pain. It's like, why are people not racist? Because it's wrong to be racist. It's harmful to others for no good reason. Isn't it hypothetical to be using these devices? Oh, hypocritical. Isn't it hypocritical to be using these devices? No. And even if it was, what's stopping you from doing the right thing? Just because you see another monkey doing something you don't think is right, that doesn't give you the moral license to do bad things. Exactly. Veganism is a stance against unnecessary exploitation. Why not be that? Why do you think there are so many vegans? Because we don't know what we're talking about. Yeah. What? There are a lot of vegans. And yes, we do know what we're talking about. So true. But people are. Oh, I don't know the context of that. I'm sorry. I'm probably behind now. Why are people not vegan? It doesn't make sense. Exactly, Jake. That. Yas. Hunter. Why isn't it hypocritical? These things aren't necessary for life. Well, it's not. To make a phone, you don't need to demand someone's exploitation. To use animal products, you must demand someone's exploitation. All right, Hunter, I'm sorry. Are you over 18?
Yes.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No.
Oh, okay. What do you understand veganism to mean?
Not exploiting animals.
Oh, are you over 18?
Yes, I am. I'm like 21.
Okay, what year were you born?
2004.
Okay, I'll let you stay up. If I do think you're under 18, I'll drop you. All right, so say it again what you understand veganism. You say not using animals?
Not using animals, not going hunting, not catching any fish, none of those other stuff.
Oh, that's 22. Okay, I'm sorry, Hunter. I can't have you up here. That's too bad. You sound like you might have been an honest person to talk to. So veganism is actually an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. That does include hunting, because you're using someone unfairly for your benefit when you don't need to. So, we're just asking people to take a look at your options in front of you. When you go to the grocery store, have you ever considered going down a different aisle? Just moving your hand away from the animal products. If you don't know what to buy, that's fine. It's understandable. I would either go onto antianimaluse.org, click on Go Vegan, or you can just look up Vegan Dailey Dozen. Should pop up with a list. I actually have a picture here if I can get to it quickly. This one? Yes. If you can take a screenshot of that, it actually shows you, there you go. It actually shows you the servings you would need from each food group. And this is how you get everything you need in a day. You can find it on nutritionfacts.org. But you can also just Google Vegan Dailey Dozen. The same list will pop up. But if you go on their website, you can find more details, like what is a cruciferous vegetable? What do they mean by greens / other vegetables? Why are there two different categories, right? It's actually really simple once you go through it. And it takes maybe a month to practice those new habits. Oops, not that one, sorry. And then after about a month, easy peasy lemon squeezy. All right, but you said the wrong, I don't even remember. You said something like you're 24 or something. I don't even remember now. I honestly, as soon as I drop you, I don't remember anymore. Hey,
Hello.
Josiah, are you over 18? Oh,
I
actually,
am.
we've spoken before. I recognize your picture. I don't want to talk to you. Maybe tell me in the chat if you again muted me for calling you out for interrupting me over and over again. Okay, see? That wasn't going to be a good conversation. I'm glad I dropped you. I really don't like getting meta. I'm here for the animals. So I don't know if you guys know. So it's not about the numbers, because you shouldn't enslave even one person. But we breed into existence to feed and meat to slaughter 92.2 billion animals every year. There's only been 117 billion humans on the planet that have ever existed. So we're wiping out almost the entire existence of humans off of the planet every year in animal populations. We're doing that to somebody. And each one is a someone. I know that triggers some of you, because to think that you're eating a someone makes you feel gross, right? It's because it is. You shouldn't be. You don't need to. They are a someone. I call my kitty a someone. She is a collection of unique preferences, and she has her own unique wants and joys. She's different from other cats, and she's a person, and she deserves respect. She doesn't want to feel harmed. She wants to feel good, safe, just like the rest of us. And just because we don't understand them and they can't talk to us doesn't mean that they don't care about themselves. We have evidence that they do. We see them suffer. They change their behaviors. They soothe themselves. They care about themselves. They matter. Their feelings matter. Just like a dog or a cat, anybody that you're taking care of, cows, pigs, chickens, they feel like a horse, a dog, a cat. They care about themselves. Yeah, it's fine. You don't need to eat plants. I'm not a nutritionist or a dietitian, but I do have access to those. You can live healthy on a plant-based diet. But if you don't want to eat plants, that's fine. I'm just saying, do whatever you're going to do, but leave sentient beings alone. Okay, so if my religion said that I can consume and use non-vegans, does that make my actions moral, or do I still have a victim involved? It doesn't matter what your authority figure gives you permission to do. You need to talk to your victims. What's in their best interest, right? Is what you're using them for your demand really worth robbing someone of everything? I don't know who you're responding to. I love the mega show. Oh, hold on, YouTube. I don't have your chat up. There we are. I had it down. I pulled the OBS forward so I couldn't see you. So just so the YouTubers know, there is a link. I can't bend this upwards. There's a link in the chat that I pinned. You're welcome to come on over and request up. If you think that you have a good justification for not respecting animals, come on up. Let's talk about it. Sorry, I had a hiccup. Why, Danny? Are you there? Hey, are you over 18?
I love them chicken nuggets.
Vegan chicken nuggets are amazing. They've actually had those down pat for a long time. So they've only gotten better since then. When I first went vegan, there weren't very many options, but there were already vegan chicken nuggets. So, and they were decent. And they've only gotten better, like I said. Take raw. Are you over 18? Hello?
Hello.
Hi. Are you
Yes,
over 18?
yes, I am over.
Okay, right on. Are you vegan?
I'm 31 years old.
Okay.
No, I'm not a vegan.
What do you understand veganism to mean?
No, everybody has the right to be a vegan. I have no problem with them.
Oh, that's not what I asked.
Is
That's not what I asked. I asked you, what does veganism mean?
people that eat only plants
No.
and don't eat animals. I understand that.
No. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation, which means to use someone unfairly for your benefit, not theirs. So veganism is against the exploitation of other animals, other sentient animals, an individual who's having the capacity to feel suffering or joy. We're against exploiting them.
So it's wrong according to your opinion.
No, it's wrong according to the victims.
But they don't have any moral reasoning.
That doesn't matter. You can still be a victim and not have moral reasoning.
You care about the animals. They have no feelings of love, of emotions. But
you're telling me that animals don't feel love, dude.
No.
Do you have a peanut for a brain? Do you have a peanut for a brain? Like, is it just rattling around in there? Yeah. You got a good breeze going between the ears, knocking that peanut around.
Hello?
Oh, nope. You got to be over 18. You better be ready if I'm pulling you up. What's good? The real Meebo. Good to see you. What's up? Welcome in. Welcome in. Nothing but children and peanut brains. Last guy trying to throw in his idea of what's right or wrong with medical procedures when it has nothing to do with this live. Like, yes, I understand. Do you think that vegans are going against their sentience? But, vegans believe in self-defense. You know that, right? You get that, right? You get that, right? Like, if someone comes at me, no matter their species, someone comes at me to take my life or to harm me, I will defend myself. I don't care what species you are. I don't care who you are, where you come from. You come at me aggressively to harm me, I will defend myself. I don't know a single vegan that wouldn't defend themselves. To say, oh, the situation where you're going to defend yourself. Oh, you're going to defend yourself against a sentient being. Oh, you're a hypocrite. No one could be vegan. Peanut brain. It's always from people who want to control the other people that have uteruses. Like, that's the other gross part. Like, it comes out of a patriarch to be like, get back in the kitchen barefoot and pregnant, biatch. Gross. You make me feel sick. It reminds me of those times that my ancestors had to survive your grotesqueness. It's just terrible. And the animals are going through it right now. They literally are raped by people like you regularly. Gross peanut brain people like you. Glove up to their shoulder. Penetrate the animals. It's gross. Gross. Sit there and tell yourself, oh, this is for the good, the greater good. It's not. You're just creating worse harm for everybody. Not only you're harming yourself, you're harming everybody that's working with you, harming everybody you give those things to. Butterbrains. Oh, that's a good one. I like that, Jake. Butterbrains is funny. That is good. Because they're probably jacked on butter, which is just cultured baby fluid. Yeah, so those that are stuck in the ranching situation, I see someone trying to troll me, but there are actually resources for those that are currently stuck in the systems of enslaving other animals. Most of them, it's funny too, because everyone that talks about farming or whatever don't even know what most farmers go through. Like most farmers don't even want to do what they're doing. They're trapped and often in deep debt and forced to farm the way they do because of the corporations that are not farmers are telling them what to do. But there are resources for all farmers that are exploiting animals, and that is there's like the Ranchers Advocacy Program, Viva Farming Project, and what was the last one? I can't remember the last one. It was the Animal Save Movement. What? Yeah, I can't remember right now. It'll come back to me later. There's others, though. Ranchers Advocacy Program is probably the most well-known. It's made by Renee, who did Rowdy Girl Sanctuary. I can't remember the other one. Anyway, Transfarmation. There it is. Transfarmation. Viva Farming Project. Ranchers Advocacy Program. Those are all great programs for those that are stuck in that system. I don't know if they can actually really pull you out, but they can at least put you in the direction of getting out of that system, right? Because they did it. She came from, her husband was a rancher, and she got her husband to transform their ranch into a sanctuary. You could do that too. You could be a sanctuary. You could be, what do they call it? Agro-tourism. You could grow plants. You could grow mushrooms. There's a lot of options for you. You can still utilize your land to make an income and not exploit others. Isn't that great? Jackson, are you over?
Hello?
Hi, are you over 18?
Yes, ma'am. I am 19.
Okay, what year were you born?
I was born in 2005.
Oh, what? That's not right.
It is.
2005?
Are you? Okay.
Oh, wait, that does make you 9. No, you said, 19. Okay. It's confusing. Everybody gets confused when it comes to these dates. That's why I need to write it down. Normally I have it written down. I didn't write it down. I'll let you stay up. Jackson, are you vegan? Oh, he's wrong. Okay,
I am.
See, that's why I have a team of people around me. I honestly, I just, my brain just panics, and I'm like, is it right? Oh, you'd be 21. Okay. Oops. All right, I'm just gonna write it down right now, so I don't have to think about it anymore. Let's see, it would be 2000. This would be 19. Okay, cool. I just have to look at it. I don't have to think about it. Oh, I've had you both up here. Yeah, it's 21. It's funny, though. It does make us look so stupid when we can't remember the date. But I remember when I worked even at a gardening shop, and everybody struggled. Every freaking person struggled with trying to remember the birthday. Like, you'd have to look at the thing. I don't know why it's hard for us humans to do that. You got to look at it every day to remind yourself. They have to be 18 on July 25th, 2008. I know, Risha, what's wrong? It's so funny. And then there's other people that are really good at it. Hey, Vegan Travel.
Hey, I was asking if you needed a friendly up or not to help you out.
I didn't even see you. Welcome up. Yes, please come on up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take anybody. I just haven't been getting a lot of requests, so that's why I was kind of yapping.
No problem.
Oh,
we can yap back.
We got a basil.
We got a what?
Someone requested.
Basil.
Yeah.
I'm growing basil outside my house.
I love basil. Are you
Yeah.
over 18?
Yes, I am.
I don't know if I believe that.
What happened? Who said that?
Said what?
I don't believe that. It sounded like
it was me. It was me.
Oh, okay.
I said I don't believe that, and I dropped him.
Okay.
He just
I
sounded
thought I
young
was
to me.
hearing things.
Nope. I'm just.
Yo,
quick.
hello?
Are you over 18?
Yeah, I am.
What year were you born?
What year was I born? I'm 09. Wait, 09, 08, 07.
17. See?
Oh, wait. And then he
Kids are
changed
hard.
it to 08, right?
He did.
you
He
hear that?
did. He did. That's funny. Close. I'm telling you guys, dates are hard. Okay.
They're too young to be not knowing what year they were born.
Yeah, that's so true.
I mean, you and I maybe, yeah, but not these guys.
Yeah, no, they shouldn't forget their birthday, but to make up a fake one is you got to remember your dates. Asking my mom for I can't read that. Are you over 18?
Suck my cock.
That's disgusting.
No, thank you. I don't
Ew.
want to. You're too
Ew.
young, and it's a.
Can someone please report that person? That was gross.
That was gross.
Okay.
Especially because he was probably like 8 or 9 years old.
Exactly. That's disgusting.
They're not supposed to have even an account unless they're 13.
That's gross. That's
And
so
not
gross.
to be on lives until they're 18. So
Yeah.
they're using their mommies.
Well,
or
mommy just
daddies.
lost her account. Or daddy, some guardian lost their account.
They should, because they're not checking where their kids are.
Yeah. I guess I'll have it in my system later to actually report them because I think you told me, someone told me you actually have to have the screen recording. But I don't know, maybe it was soon enough that they'll find it. Oh, where'd my page go?
Also, you can put in there when you first make your live. I think you can toggle it so no one under 18 is allowed.
I did have that toggle on, and I don't know why. It looks like it's actually come undone. I don't know why. So maybe I'll go switch that back because I remember looking back at the settings. I'm like, I changed that, and when I saw it, I just didn't change it back. But I'll fix it.
They'll still get in. Somehow,
I know.
but-
I remember they still got in anyway. That's why I didn't bother with it last time. But maybe it's worth it because it's just so annoying to deal with children. Like, I understand your parents weren't clear on why it's not safe for you to be up here. And so out of curiosity, you jump up here. But it really is dangerous for you to jump up on adult panels. So, yeah. All right. Let's see. We've got Dax. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
What year were you born?
2007.
Okay. All right. What's veganism mean?
It means that you don't eat any animal products.
So that's something we do. Veganism is a principle to not want to exploit other beings. So I happen to not use animal products. Go for it.
That's 19, he just said. What month were you born, Dax?
Oh, I thought I said, are you over 18?
November.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We'll drop him anyway. He sounds quite young. So I honestly was like, I'm not sure. User, are you over 18?
Yes, I am.
All right. What year were you born?
2006.
Okay. You're 20?
Yes, I'm 20.
I don't think so.
Well, that would make
the math is fine. The math is not the
Yeah.
problem. It was their voice. They just sounded quite young to me.
Okay.
I feel like there's a Discord of children watching. Orby, are you over 18?
I eat meat every day.
Vegan meat is fine. Vegan meat is fine. You can eat vegan meat every day. Eating someone is terrible. You're robbing someone of their life, their freedom. Would you eat your dog? Why not eat your dog? All right. Well, nobody else. Everyone else is children.
I know Basil's trying to come in, and he said he's a streamer, but he really looks young.
Well, he's the one that we had up, because remember you were saying, I'm growing Basil.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basil, you can ask your questions in the chat. That's totally fine. I just don't want to have you up here. One question. Go ahead and shoot. What is it, Hunter?
Oh, no, not Hunter again.
Oh, I'm not bringing him up. He's in the chat.
No, he's been on. He's like a troll.
Oh, okay. Well, that just means that, I mean, okay, so really, I really think that a lot of these people are either so severely bored and dealing with some like serious, I don't know, some kind of trauma maybe in their life, and or they're paid shills to be here, because I can't wrap my walnut around why anybody who's against veganism, like why they would bother sitting in a vegan's live. Like if I don't like veganism or hearing about it, I'm not going to sit in there. I don't go to Carnus lives and sit in them and like comment.
I accidentally did the other day.
That's hilarious. That you,
the guy's name was Hunter.
That's hilarious. I love it.
This guy has been in our lives before, and he was like a good old boy.
Oh no.
So I think because he's been in our lives before, the algorithm showed him, and I was like, oh, okay, and I realized what I got into.
I see. I mean, I don't think it's terrible for vegans to go out there and do that, I guess, but we're fighting for someone's rights. So it makes a little more sense for us to go in there. But I guess what I'm trying to say is if there's someone talking about a topic that I don't like, I'm not going to sit there and listen, right? It doesn't make sense why non-vegans that are like vividly against veganism, why they come and sit in the chat. I'm really confused. What is their motivation?
I will never platform on animal abusers chat live.
You'll never say it again?
I will never be on the platform of animal abusers live.
Yeah.
It's not worth it.
Yeah.
That was the only time. I've gotten on other oppositional lives, but not, it was humans. It wasn't. I want to know what this K2K man is saying. Cannabis is good for your walnut?
Oh, no. That's probably going to give us a warning.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. It's just you can't say the C word, apparently. We'll see if it pops up. There was somebody even just hinting to it one time on my live. They were just talking about how a family member, and they used that word, was growing, and the live got a warning, and it was just like, what?
I call it Mary Jane. Yeah. I call it Mary Jane.
That also might be too close. I always say gardening.
Really?
Yeah, gardening. Gardening is the TikTok safe word for it. So I try not to, but we'll see. If we need, I have no problem if we need to restart. But so far don't see any warnings. So far we're in the clear, I think. I think it's all very obvious that that's not what we're talking about anyway. The person, though, made a comment, which I did want to go review. Oh, I don't see them, though. Where is it? I must have scrolled past it. Weird. I don't see it. It doesn't matter what someone is partaking in. What we're saying is respect other animals.
Sorry, I was on mute. I answered their question that they.
Oh, go for it. Go for it. Please.
No, I did. They just wanted to know if it was vegan, and I said depends. Because the candy sometimes isn't.
Yes, yeah, it depends on what's in the ingredients when you are ingesting gardening stuff.
Right.
But as far as the stuff itself, it's a plant, so it's vegan. Yeah. As if you're worried about how it's grown, I would say there's a lot of issues with food and other plants as well. We have a lot of excess animal byproducts that they use to grow stuff. If we stopped enslaving other animals, though, we have alternatives. We can do green manures. We can grow veganically. There's options for us. So we can grow anything without animals. Go for it. Sorry.
Yeah, no, there is a veganic gardener who teaches classes, and she's in Canada. And no, it's not the same person, but her name is Megan Kelly.
What
I
an
know. I was
unfortunate
like,
name.
why the poor thing got that name? But yeah, she does classes on veganic gardening. I haven't done it yet because I've been lazy about gardening.
That's awesome, though. That's fantastic. What was her name one more time?
Megan Kelly, but it's spelled the normal way, not Megyn. It's Magan.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Veganic farm gardener. Because I'm always plugging Ben, the vegan farmer, who is great. I just don't know if he always wants the attention because I don't know if he's.
Yeah, she's not a farmer. She just, she just has a garden, a great garden, vegan garden. And
that's what most people are doing
classes.
anyways, gardening. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we need to know.
Yes. Cool. Yeah.
And I don't know if she's on here or not. I know she's on Facebook. I meet with her with the Vegan Network business.
Well, I'll look her up. We'll see where she's at. And then maybe I'll announce her all the time. Go check her out. Go look at her. She'll teach you.
And there's also Vegan Business Network, which is really growing. It's all about networking and vegan businesses.
Vegan, what was it called again? Vegan.
I think it's Vegan Network. Just Business Network or something like that. It's new. There was another one for a while, but they stopped.
Okay. I will look that up too. Yes, vegans connecting. That's great.
Yeah.
So I do want to put a shout out there in case no one knows. I am taking up guests. Okay. I don't know why you have to say it like that. That's rude. Anyway, so veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. And, because I don't want to be exploited, I don't think others should be exploited. I don't think we should exploit each other. I think if somebody has moral agency and someone does not, I don't think that gives the moral agent license to do what they want to the moral patient. So I think most people agree with that. So I'm just wanting to know why you're not vegan. I'm calling people walnut brains. I called myself a walnut brain. I said wrapping my walnut around something. Okay. Is it offensive to think you have a walnut brain? Why do you think I think you have a walnut brain? You said your walnut brain. Yeah, I said my walnut brain. Wrap my little walnut around things. It's from Rick and Morty. So that's actually, you're lying. Flarfer Slayer. We let our cattle die of natural causes before we eat them. There are no farmers. Every farmer and every hunter say if an animal passed away without you taking their life, you should not consume them because you don't know what happened.
Yeah.
It's not safe.
Yeah. I mean, in India, a lot of times they don't euthanize or slaughter. They just let them die. They let them pass away in the streets.
Yeah.
Which isn't that great either.
I don't think they eat them though after that.
India's not a totally vegetarian place. But
Well,
no, I don't know.
I was gonna say, like, I know that there are people there that are eating cow flesh, but I
Right.
don't think that maybe I'm wrong though. I haven't looked into this, so correct me if I am wrong. The cows the dairy cows, right, that they just release into the alleyways, if they die, I don't think they eat them, right?
No.
Because they're usually eating like garbage and such. Like they're trying to survive, but they just eat whatever they can find, and they have there's like piles of plastic sometimes, and the cows get into that, and then they end up just dying because their stomachs are full of garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this person was stating that on their farm, they let their cows die of natural causes and then they eat them. And I was saying that's not true because farmers and hunters know that if someone dies of some other ailment, you shouldn't eat them because you don't know if it's transferable to you or if it's safe. I only eat roadkill. Again, another thing that isn't safe to do. The moral thing, though, is that used to be a someone, and you're forgetting the sentience of that someone. Like, we don't eat humans because we still see that person as the sentient being they once were. So it's out of respect that we don't eat them because we find it offensive to do that. But if that's what we do, but if that's what we did, you would not be vegan? What? No, You're still birthing someone into existence so you can use them. That's immoral. You're literally bringing someone into existence and looking at them as a living hot dog. That's terrible. Like, that's like me looking at grandma like, Grandma, I'm going to take you in. But when you pass away, it's fair game. We're roasting you. What? That's terrible. I wouldn't think that anybody had my best interest in mind. I'd think they would look at me at a certain age and be like, oh, she's getting kind of tough.
Hey, Max, we're not arguing. We're just trying to explain it to you.
Yeah, if anything, this is like a PSA. This is like, hey, did you know animals are sentient just like your dog? Well, your dog is an animal just like you are. We're all sentient. Sentience is meaning you're having your own subjective experience of life. You're weighing out that experience and making a preference. So other animals, like dogs, cats, cows, pigs, chickens, and humans are all sentient. If you have a brain and a central nervous system and you're alive, chances are you're sentient. If you avoid harm and you change your behavior when you're experiencing suffering, that's a sentient being. So shouldn't somebody who has the capacity to suffer and who cares about themselves, shouldn't they have moral consideration? Shouldn't we not exploit them if we don't need to? Vegans are slowly killing themselves. You're making me laugh, Douglas. Ha! That was for you, and it was genuine. It's funny because those that eat more plants and the fewest animal products tend to live the longest and have higher quality years, decrease in all-cause mortality, decreased cause of cardiovascular disease. Like, I'm sorry, what? Who's in the hospital? All the people that eat animals? Got it. Yes. Exactly. Applies to all sentient beings. But the reason why veganism focuses on our animals is because they're the population that's being exploited. They're the ones that are being viewed as objects and used and thrown away, just treated as disposable. And it's not being looked at. It's slowly starting to grow now, but it's been so long, 10,000 years. Okay, we do have some requests. I don't like it though if you ask. Don't spam my
don't
chat.
Ask.
Yeah, it's just
That
not worth
usually
it.
means you're a child.
Exactly.
Or a troll. Or
Yeah,
both.
Or both. Yeah.
Hi, Dashing. Didn't see you there. I'm busy packing.
Hello,
Oh.
Donna.
Yeah, next week I'll probably go live on the cruise ship.
Yes, nice. That sounds exciting.
Yeah, I'll probably be on my business. I might go on this live because I have more people, but I also have a business account, so I might do both.
I don't know if I actually, because I haven't seen it popping up. I don't know if I followed it. I'll go follow your other account.
Green Earth Travel 2, I think it is.
Okay, I don't know if I followed that one.
Yeah. Proof. What's this proof mean?
I don't know. I'm gonna block them though. If you spam my chat,
There's
I'm just
2
gonna
people.
block you.
Yeah.
Proof of what?
Yes, there. What is it? Oh, Lil.
They yummers? Okay, so you're just a child.
Geo, we're not Canadian. Sometimes I wish we were.
I'm gonna bring up a guest. Looks like we have a couple of requests here. Jason.
Good.
Jason, are you there? Okay, you are there. Are you over 18? I can't hear you.
Yeah.
Are you over 18? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to play this game. Yeah, right? Like I want to talk to somebody. Ghost, are you over 18?
Yes, I am over 18.
You're not. Jay.
You're getting good at this.
Well, I could be wrong. So, Jay, are you over 18? Jason?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Are you vegan?
No, but I want to be.
Okay. Well, what do you understand veganism to mean?
To respect all beings.
Yeah, to not want to demand their exploitation.
Yeah.
Right on. Well, what's holding you back? What can I help you with?
I have problems finding affordable ways of living vegan.
Okay. But you do think that animals shouldn't be exploited?
Yes.
Well, what part of the world are you living in without doxing yourself?
I live in the Midwest, so it's hard for me.
And you in America?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so what I would do is this is actually something I want Animal Justice 21 to also cover. I don't know if they do this, but so Animal Justice 21 is a great resource for reflecting ethically on why to go vegan. But there's another challenge called Challenge 22. And what's great about Challenge 22 is they actually hook you up with someone in your area that knows how to be vegan, and they can help you find those products that are in your area within your price range. Would that be helpful?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Awesome. So that's just Challenge 22. The Animal Justice 21 is really good because, like I said, there's a big community being built right now, and we just reflect ethically on why we should be vegan, which is really what veganism is. Whereas Challenge 22 is more focused on your health, which is great. I want you to be healthy. But I just feel like you're going to understand veganism better from Animal Justice 21. But for that challenge, thank you guys for posting it in the chat, by the way. Challenge 22 is really great, though, for helping you find those products. So, yeah, definitely check them out first. And then if you're willing to, maybe check out Animal Justice 21. But first do Challenge 22 to find those products in your area.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And please find me again if you have more questions.
Oh yeah, I love your live stream here.
Thank you.
It's very informative.
Good. That's really good to hear because I only want to provide resources that are helpful. If you go onto my website here, you can find all the resources that I've listed too. So.
Okay.
And please follow all of us. We've got Jacob in the group. Who's Justice 21 Dashing, who posts a lot of good stuff. And of course VSL. She is a wealth of knowledge.
Thank you. Yeah, follow all the vegans. You can ask any of us any questions. We're all here to help. Even if you find one that's not up on our panel, you can always ask any vegan.
Thank you.
Heck yeah. Thank you, Jason, for being up here.
I like the way he spells his name.
Yeah, Jason. I love it with a Y.
Yeah.
Do you want me to drop you, Jason?
Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Go ahead. Sorry, Vegan Travel.
No, he probably gets JASON all the time and it probably drives him crazy.
I called him Jay at first. Hopefully that wasn't offensive. Yeah, Jake Lagatere. Go follow Jake Lagatere. He's the creator of Animal Justice 21. It's a great resource. Please go check it out. It's really important that we focus on the ethics for veganism because that really is the why. That's the motivation. Once you have that motivation, I mean, having resources to do the how are great, but now you know what you're looking for. Whereas before, if you don't have your why, it just feels like you're going through a diet and it feels, like you're eating cardboard, you're bored because you don't know what to look for. When you're motivated, though, you find the stuff that's delicious and meets your needs because you're so motivated to not exploit somebody. So, I don't have high hopes. Coelius? I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. What can I call you?
Just call me Eli.
Eli, okay. Are you over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
2007.
Dear, are you? Oh, you got to be over 18. Little push. Oh, Trash, you're not censored. It might be just TikTok, though. TikTok does do that. Little push. Are you over 18?
Don't kick me. Don't kick.
I can see your messages. Yes. If you DM me, I can't see it right now just because I'm not in there. I actually don't even want to open it because I'm live. I don't know what it'll do if it'll mess up my my live. Oh no, I can't see your messages right now. No, you're not allowed to say any word. I'm not allowing you to come up. George Washington. I feel like we've spoken before. Are you over 18?
Oh, yeah, I'm over 18.
Yeah, okay. Okay. Are you vegan?
Nah.
What's
I'm not
veganism mean?
vegan. Yeah, I'm not vegan.
Yeah, what's veganism mean?
Oh, what veganism means? Well, I don't know. That's why I'm here to know about why I should be vegan.
Oh, okay. So veganism is an ethical stance against the exploitation of other sentient beings. So that just means I'm sentient. I'm having my own experience of life, right? I'm making preferences. I don't want to be exploited. I can safely assume that other beings having their own experience of life also don't want to be exploited. So I don't. Does that make sense?
You know, yeah, I see people that are vegan, and I always thought, why?
Well, do you think that everyone should be should avoid being racist?
Say it again.
Do you think that everybody should avoid being racist?
Yeah, I really do advertise to not be racist, but you know, people have free speech and will. We can't really do anything about it, but I really do like
Right. I'm not
dislike
talking about what is,
racism.
just about what should be. We agree that
Okay.
you shouldn't be racist because that's not fair to people to treat them
No, yeah, it's not
differently
fair.
based off arbitrary traits. Right. Okay, good.
Yeah, no, it's not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair. So when it comes to other animals, do you think that there's something that justifies the way that we treat them? Is there some difference that justifies that?
Well, I don't really I don't got a clear explanation.
So if you leave this conversation and you go to, I don't know what your next meal is it maybe dinner?
Right now it's like 5 a.m.
Oh, okay. So your next meal will probably be breakfast then, right?
What
Okay.
country are you in?
Oh, me right now, I'm in China right now.
Okay.
Okay. So when you
I think
go,
I'm yeah. Huh?
okay.
You think you're in China?
Yeah,
Wait a
because
minute.
isn't Hong Kong in China, right?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's owned by China, yes.
Yeah. Okay. So when you go to breakfast and you have the option of animal products or just a plant-based meal, what are you going to do?
Last time I ate meat was like
No,
couple
I'm
months
asking
ago.
you. So I'm not asking about what you do in the past. I'm asking for that next meal. What are you going to do? Are you going to choose a plant-based meal or are you going to choose a meal that uses animals?
Well, what is I'm trying to think. Hold up.
This isn't a hard question. All right, what are you
Yeah, I
going to
know,
do for
but like I
okay.
never. Yeah.
So I just want to know if you were to choose the animal products, what makes it okay in your mind to do that?
Well, for like thousands of years, humans have been eating it, so I don't think
Okay.
it'd be really bad.
Do you think that if you were in the time of human slavery, that it would be moral to purposely want to use human slavery to like demand direct products that have to come from human slavery? Is that fair to the person enslaved?
No.
Right.
No, it's not fair because it comes from people that don't get paid and gets treated.
What if what if these people have been enslaved for thousands of years? Would that make it okay?
No.
Yeah, exactly. So it's not about the length of time that something's been going on. The normalization doesn't remove the immorality, right? It's
Yeah.
still immoral. So when it comes to other animals, they look different to us, and maybe it
Mm-hmm.
might take a moment longer to realize that they feel similar to us. But now that you do know animals are sentient, they're having their own experience of life similar to us. They care about themselves. They want to live. What do you want to do? Do you want to keep demanding these feeling, emotional beings be exploited for you? Or do you think you're going to find another way to live that doesn't demand their exploitation? What are you going to do?
I mean, off of all what you said, but I don't think. I mean, it's gonna be really hard to change the fact to not eat meat.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to ask you is like that next moment when you're going to use an animal, what in your mind is saying this is okay to do? Is it just the pleasure? You're just seeking the pleasure, and that's like, because this is so pleasurable, it's okay that I do this.
I'm not gonna say it's the pleasure. Meat is
Okay.
probably like the most easiest way how to eat, and
So it's
most
just about
meat is really cheap.
convenience. So it's just
It's
about
just
convenience.
convenient. Yeah, it's just so.
Do you think that if I was your oppressor, I'm using you, it's really convenient for me to use you? Do you think that convenience justifies me continuing to use you without regard to your consent or well-being?
That's
I
it's
should
not
stop
fair.
I should stop using you regardless of how convenient it is for me to use you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're right now, you are the oppressor. You get to act how you think the oppressor should act. What do you think an oppressor should do? Do you think they should keep oppressing someone who's vulnerable? Or should they make the responsible choice and make a small effort to avoid demanding exploitation?
Responsible choice,
Yeah, I agree.
but it's just the fact that I'm not gonna call it an addiction, but because it's so
Even
convenient.
if you're going back to convenience, or put yourself in the victim's perspective. What's fair for the victim?
Well, yeah, but like,
What but? It's the
I
victim.
want to say
You're saying that it doesn't matter what the victim wants. Your pleasure and convenience matter more.
Do you know that casein, which is in cheese, is an addiction?
no, I've not.
Yeah, that's why you're liking the cheese. A lot of foods can be very addictive, like sugars and casein, cheese.
It's just another reason why you should avoid it, because obviously you're going to be addicted to something that has an ability to lure you back in like a drug. But what matters is when it comes to, for example, dairy, a cow must be pregnant in order to produce that milk that has casein in it. The casein that is so attractive to your tongue is there to keep the calf close to the mom. Humans do this with their babies too. We release a hormone so that the baby is encouraged to drink the milk. So the issue when you get milk is that you're demanding someone be forced into motherhood and then have that baby stolen from them after they give birth so that you can have milk out of convenience. Is it convenient for her, the cow? George?
Yeah,
It's not fair for her, right?
it's not fair.
Yeah. So when you know what's going on behind these labels of smiling animals, you start to see the horror and the addiction fades away.
So, what about like other things like Jello or something?
So Jello has gelatin in it. Gelatin is just individuals' cartilage ground up. Do you want to eat someone's cartilage? Do you think that was fairly gotten?
No.
Right. That's the reason why vegans avoid these products. We don't want to give our money to the oppressors. Can you imagine if they were doing this to humans, making gelatin out of humans, making steaks out of humans, making coats out of humans? You know, like we would see the oppression, we'd see the exploitation vividly. It's wrong to do this to someone who feels, even if these humans are low cognition, right? Using them for flesh, their skin, testing on them, using them for entertainment. Wrong. But for some reason, because they have a different face and they speak a different language, they focus on something slightly different. Now it's okay to do it?
Yeah, I see your point. I see your point.
Yeah. So for you, what are you going to do next? Are you going to continue to support this system, or are you going to stand against it just by moving your hand in the grocery store? It's really an inaction.
Just for me in general, I've been eating meat like ever since I was like.
Yeah, we all have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it would take so much time just to take it away.
It would take 20 minutes to learn how to eat, and maybe a month of practicing
but your
those habits.
your human body.
Oh, it'll take maybe a week. So even if you have cravings, we just talked about this, addictions, cravings. I don't care if you have an addiction to graping me. I don't care if you have a craving to grape me, right? I'm still in this body. I'm using it. You can't use me. So it doesn't matter what the oppressor wants. Oppressors oppress to get benefits. So of course, you're always going to get benefits using someone. But that's not why you should stop. You should stop because there's someone losing everything. And they're not consenting to this. And they're only there because you demand it.
Hold up. What is something bad about
we went through all of this? What's wrong with human flesh?
No. Listen.
What's wrong with human flesh, George? No. What's wrong with human meat? What's wrong with taking a human baby, wrapping him in cellophane, and putting him in the freezer? What's wrong with that?
But we don't do that.
We do that. We do that to baby pigs.
No, we don't. No, we don't. We do not do that with humans.
George, I can tell that your brain has cracked out. It's just flatlining right now. You were right there. You were listening the whole time. I don't know what happened at the end. What happened, man? What happened? You were right there. You were agreeing with me on everything. And then we talked about how animals are so similar to humans, and then out of nowhere, what's wrong with meat? What? So you haven't been listening this entire time? Good God. That's so sad. I hope you're able to one day learn. It sounds like you have an inability to learn, and that sucks. You'll always be left behind. I hope somebody helps you. CX Leb? I don't know. CX
Can you
Leb?
hear me?
I can, yes. Is everything okay?
You can?
Yeah.
No, I wasn't, it wasn't turning blue.
Oh, I have actually seen, not today, but I have seen the microphones don't always, they're delayed, like hella delayed sometimes. So I don't know if that's what's happening. Sometimes also
No, I've had this happen before.
Okay. I've also seen where people are talking and it says their microphone is muted. And I'm like, but they're talking. I can hear them. Dude, TikTok, come on. You know what it is? It's because they're using AI. It's like all these social media networks, all these platforms, they're all using AI to now build. And AI has a pretty regular, I think it's like something like 10% fail. So it's like we're seeing more fail rates because of that consistent 10% fail rate. I don't know if it's actually 10%, but something like that.
Antianimaluse.org. I've not heard that one. Is that yours?
Yeah. So myself and a few other vegans founded a group called Anti-Animal Use. We were originally anonymous for the voiceless, but the area I'm in does not support AV. So we changed to Anti-Animal Use, our own grassroots group. We have no connection to any other organization. It's just us. And we have no money income. It's all us just putting in our own money because I was trying to set it up so we could get donations. And on TikTok, we actually have because it just automatically does that. We just have no way to withdraw them. So
and you've got to be careful.
Exactly. I'm like, I don't even want to touch it because when it's a group, it's a little stickier when it comes to money. And I just don't even want to deal with that. So anyway, we came together. Exactly. I've actually told all the group members, I'm like, the best thing if you want to make some kind of donations or whatever is to make a link tree of some sort and put your donation thing in that, and you can tell people to go to that. That way, it's like it's your own thing. Anyway, so we started this group, anti-animal use, where we do sometimes do what AV does, like holding TVs and talk to people.
What's AV? I'm sorry.
Anonymous for the Voiceless.
Oh, got it. I thought you were talking about anti-vivisection. I'm like,
oh no,
okay.
I mean, you know,
which it does talk about that.
Yeah, we are. Both groups are, yeah, for sure. But my town doesn't like Anonymous for the Voiceless, so we started anti-animal use.
Why wouldn't they? Because it's anonymous?
No, they don't like Paul. They don't like the leaders of AV.
Oh.
There's other groups they don't like. Like, they don't like We the Free either. Or
and this is your neighborhood?
This is the whole city of Portland.
What?
Yeah, the largest vegan groups, they have it in their rules to not even support those groups. To not even, like, our events weren't being broadcasted.
There's some inner fighting. Okay,
we were for like a year, maybe a year and a half. I was posting events every week. You know, nobody came out. It was me and 2 other people consistently for months on end. So I got tired of AV because they like to sit there and nitpick at things, and it was stressing me out. So when we decided anti-animal use, we were able to get into those other vegan groups. They were able to promote us. So now we actually have up to 9-10 people now. So
good.
Yeah, it's great. I really love our and our team is great. So because we don't have a strict script, everybody's been practiced on how like the point of what we're doing. It's abolition and victims forward. Like, we're very focused on victims' perspective. But because we all come from different backgrounds, we all have different tactics, and it's just great to have exactly vegan heritage. It's a great team. So it's great to have
you all feel safe. Yeah.
Yeah, we feel safe. We have each other's backs, and the people watching, because we go live, everyone watching gets to see a different outreacher because we rotate. So that, you know, it's nice. It's a nice little system that we've got.
It's actually kind of like this, you know, with Donovan and TBV and Lulu and TBV and who else we got? I feel like we have that kind of community as well, and we support each other. And you do too. You support us, and we support you. So it's that kind of, and we come from all walks of life, you know.
Exactly.
But we have one thing in common, and that is not to harm the animals.
Exactly. Yep. No, that's a great point. TikTok, like, these kind of setups are exactly like anti-animal use. It's just a bunch of vegans coming together advocating for the animals. So
yeah,
I love it. That's where I think our strengths are, because if someone forgets something, somebody else can pick it up.
Yeah. I mean, there's always inner fighting somewhere, but you know,
yeah. I mean, we're humans. So
yeah, it's always been like that, but yeah, I think that there's a good group of people with us.
Yeah, I agree.
And Chris, I forgot Chris. Yeah.
No, there's so many vegans. I've sat there, especially in TikTok. I've sat there and tried to name them all. I'm like, I can't get you all. There's so damn many of you. I love you guys. So thank you for being here. Really appreciate you. I would not be able to do this without the vegans in the chat, to be honest. So thank you, both TikTok and YouTube. YouTube vegans, I mean this to you too. You guys mean a lot to me. So thank you guys. All right, let's bring up, looks like we have a couple people now. Elote. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, okay. Well, you shouldn't make your voice higher. Bull holler.
I'm just saying, you need farmer? Are you a vegan farmer?
Hello?
Hi, are you over 18?
Yes.
Oh, okay. What year were you born?
2008.
Okay. So what's your statement mean? I'm just saying you need farmer. You know, we eat plants that are farmed, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you also need like animals, like you need cows.
No.
And you need cows because for a farmer to survive, we need money, which in the farming industry, it's not just dairy farmers or anything, but it's
You're
in the
18?
farming. Yes. In the farming industry, you need
I don't think you know what you're talking about, Bull.
Here's the thing.
But in the farming industry, you need money, which farmers don't have a lot of. So for us to survive, we need to sell.
You can thrive growing plants.
And this is what I was going to ask, Bull, and VSL too. Plants grow faster, right? So
Yeah.
an animal is going to take. Well, the babies are going to take like, I don't know, 16 weeks before they can be sold. But they're also, how long does pregnancy last in cows? So you've got like a full year before you could even sell those animals, right?
Exactly. But it's
So
also
when you're growing plants, you can do them in like 2 months, 3 months max.
Not really though, because it bases off the weather. Because last year we had a drought where I live in Pennsylvania. We had a drought, which the corn didn't grow as well as we needed to, which would.
What do the animals eat?
But that's animal feed.
But we lost money.
But that's animal feed. That's not human feed.
Yeah, but you still need cows, because if you're a vegan and you eat cheese and everything, you still need dairy.
We don't eat dairy here. If you're a vegan, you don't eat dairy.
But you still need animals.
Plus, you don't eat dairy anyway. You drink it, but that's besides the point.
You still need animals to survive.
No, you don't. I would have been gone a long time ago, and so would VSL. And so would Grandpa. Grandpa's been vegan for how many years, Dashing? I don't know if he's listening. I've been plant-based. I've been vegan for 43 years. So why am I not gone?
Because you still need animals for us farmers to make money.
You didn't hear what I said.
Say it again.
I said I have been vegan for 43 years. Why am I still here?
It's because you're eating protein and you're eating nutrition.
That's right. I don't need animals for protein.
But for us farmers to survive in what we're going through, we need money, which is buying and selling animals, selling crops, selling corn, selling beans.
But the crops are for the animals, not for us. Why don't you make... There have been farmers that have turned it around and decided to do plants instead of animals.
Yeah, because the dairy industry, the beef industry, and all these industries are decreasing because...
That's okay.
Because of everything that's going on.
Right, that's okay. So why don't you switch? Why don't you change? There are farmers like Ben the farmer. I know we were going to say his name, but there are farmers that have made changes, and so they're selling plants instead. They're not selling the animals. They're not raising the animals.
Just to be clear, I don't mind. Ben the vegan farmer is great. I just was worried that I was sending people his way too much. I haven't heard from him, so it's probably fine. Ben the vegan farmer is a great resource. Yeah.
And there's Helen, who has a farm sanctuary. I actually volunteer for a farm sanctuary, but that's neither here nor there. As far as you making money, it makes more sense to me, and this is what I haven't figured out. Maybe it's my business sense versus yours, but it takes, even if there's a drought, it still takes a shorter amount of time to grow and produce veggies than it does animals.
Yeah, but it's more money.
Because you also have to feed those animals. You have to pay for the feed. The veggies, you have to irrigate it and water it.
But we make more money selling animals than we do actually making crops.
Well, but you even said that the farmers are slowly going out of business. So instead of you going out of business, turn it over to a plant-based farm. You might not make as much, but it's going to be a lot less stressful.
I mean, depending on what you grow, it might even be worth more. I believe the Viva Farming Project is helping those that are farming animals transition to farming mushrooms.
Oh, that's a good one to put on your site.
Miyoko's will help you do it for free.
Because
that's awesome.
When I farm, I work for a farm that has 4,000 acres just in hay. So we make hay for the mushroom farms. So we sell all of our hay to the mushroom farms, but we're also making money. But the dairy industry, like for us, it's harder to do it for the dairy industry because we're how do I say this? So it's more money for us to sell our cows, sell our dairy, and everything like that than it is for crops because of I think it's $15 more for us to like cut down our corn and everything to put it on a train car to go like cross country and everything than it is to put it in a grain bin and let it sit there and then people buy it. So
Sorry, I accidentally muted vegan travel. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
That's okay. I was sitting there having a conversation, screaming at myself. No, Bull, it still doesn't make sense to me because you have to impregnate the cow, which means you need a male cow or maybe not. But you have to forcibly grape them. Then and that takes some time. Sometimes it doesn't take that time, so then you might have to wait until the next cycle. And then, how long is the gestation period? Does VSL? Do you know?
For cows is 9 months.
It's 9 months, right? And then you have to wait another 2 to 3 months for male calves to go into veal. And then I'm not sure about steer or whatever, for the meat process, but it takes a lot longer to me. I mean, plants, they grow rather quickly.
I mean, just so that we know, like, even if plants took longer, right? The issue is that someone is being exploited, whereas plants are not a someone.
Right.
Yeah.
Even if you make more money selling a someone, that someone cares about themselves, it's not fair for you to exploit them for money.
That's how we make our living, though. We sell our.
So what should we have told? What should we have told the slave owners?
They made more money selling slaves than they did.
Not even that. The farmers that used slaves had free labor. What are they supposed to do now?
But that wasn't like the topic.
Did it matter? Did it matter what happened to the slavers, or did those slaves deserve immediate liberation? Tell me.
Well, if I was back in the day, I would have paid them to do my work.
Did they deserve? No, that doesn't matter. They're still slaves. There were some slavers who gave allowances to their slaves, but they were still slaves. Doesn't matter. There's no such thing. Don't try to be a good slave owner. There's no such thing. You cannot own slaves and be a moral person. So don't even try. And if you're really going there, I'm going to drop you because that's disgusting. Do you know why we respect other humans?
So the Mexicans on the farm that I pay to do my work.
Wow. Okay.
I was kind of curious where he was going to go with that, but I can see where he'd be a little frightened because you might get pinged.
Well, that and like, why are you only hiring one race of people?
Because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
It's cheaper.
Exactly. Like, dude, you just showed your colors right there. Gross. They're people. You pay your workers. Your workers. It's disgusting. Gross. I was disgusted by that. You clearly see people as others, so I understand why you're struggling at seeing animals as fellow sentient beings.
Right.
Yeah.
We've got vegan for animals. I don't know who that is. They don't have any followers, though.
Oh, okay. They're I don't have them requesting. I do have Mars like for real.
Hey.
Hi, are you vegan?
I'm here just to break it down.
Oh.
How old are you?
Child. I thought it was a lady at first, honestly.
So did I.
Yeah. Little, what is it? Little David on top. Are you over 18? Hello?
Oh, you're so hot.
Yikes. Okay. A lot of children. Don't appreciate that. Oh, I do have some donations. Let's see.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh. What is a czar? Does anybody know what a czar is as far as currency?
That was a gift or?
Oh, okay. It's just another country. Okay. So someone dropped 70 czar. Okay. If we were, I still appreciate the donation. Thank you. I didn't know what a czar is. If we're, I think you meant to say we are What? Oh, okay. South African currency. That's cool. If we're animals that evolved from animals and animals kill and I already read that one earlier. Yeah, it doesn't matter what
70s are US South African dollars. That's probably like 5, 6.
Well, I mean, I still appreciate the
anything.
donation. Yeah,
Yeah. No, it's all good.
I just wasn't sure what the czar was. I feel like I've had this conversation too. Someone sent me some other weird currency a long time ago. I didn't mean to make a big deal of it. I just didn't know what it was. What or whose standard do you use to decide? Oh, that's also old. Okay. Then where do you get your morality? Oh, this is all old. It was like telling me there was a new one. Okay, never mind, guys. I'm sorry. I'm just rereading old comments. South Africa. Yeah. Interesting. I just opened a window and there's like all these little donations from the same person asking the same question over and over again. Be vegan or be reduced to absurdity and morality. Yeah, that's true. Vegan for the animals. I don't know if I'm following you. Love to get to know all
because
the
nobody is. There's nobody following them.
Weird. Well, I do have some YouTubers.
I got a question.
Might be a second account or something.
Yeah. Hey, Mr. Duck, before you get started, are you over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
2008.
Okay. All right. Are you vegan?
I'm not.
Okay. What do you understand veganism to mean?
I don't know. I'm pretty much just not eating animals, but like, why are you vegan? Like, what's the reason?
So veganism is a principle, just like avoiding being racist is a principle, right? I don't think it's fair to mistreat others just because they're different looking or thinking or they're just different from me. I don't think that's fair. If somebody has the capacity to suffer, I think they deserve moral consideration. Do you agree?
Yeah, but so do you consider humans animals?
Yeah.
And animals eat other animals, so why can't
Do you know
humans
what a
eat other
moral
animals?
agent is?
What do you mean? No.
So a parent to a child, right? It's inarguable that there is definitely a power dynamic between a parent and a child, right? Parent is in control. Parent is the moral agent. So they understand that morality is complex and you got to weigh things out. Someone who's a child may or may not understand morality, but they're vulnerable to the moral agent, a child to a parent. Do you think that because the parent has an advantage, they have the right then to oppress the child? Oppress means to use someone unfairly against what they want to do, like making them do things they don't want to do in a harmful manner.
If we're just talking about parents and a child, I think a parent has control over the child.
Do you think that a parent
like a reasonable manner?
Do you think it's okay for a parent then to sell their child as slave labor?
No.
Why not? They have a power dynamic. They have control over them. They have the right then to do what they want to the child, right?
Because it's unreasonable. It's like torturing the child. But
what's wrong with that?
What do you mean torturing
what's
the
wrong
child?
with torturing a child?
The child. It's your own child. If we're talking,
why is it wrong to torture anybody?
Well, most of the time you're not torturing animals.
Can you answer my question? Why is it immoral to torture another human?
Because they're in pain?
Exactly. They're feeling. They're experiencing the world and they're making preferences. They want to stay comfortable and avoid harm. And if they have the capacity to suffer, you shouldn't torture them. Correct?
You're not torturing when you kill an animal. For
Can
food,
you answer my question?
What's your question?
If they have the capacity to suffer, a human, you shouldn't torture them.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now tell me, what's the morally relevant difference between other animals and humans that justifies this difference in treatment? Why is it okay to stick an animal with sharp objects, but not a human animal?
Because you're the same species.
That doesn't matter. I don't care that I'm the same. What benefit do I have of another human living or dying? If you pass away tomorrow, no effect on me. I don't care.
Yeah.
So why should I not torture you? Why should I not
Because I'm not a
exploit
human
you?
being.
That you're begging the question. What's so special about you?
I feel
You
that humans are more
feel.
competent
You
than.
feel. That's the point. You feel. Other animals feel. That's all that matters. If a human like you lost your ability to think about complex thoughts, maybe you're in an accident or something terrible happens, you lose sapience, but you still have sentience, you should still be respected because you're still an individual experiencing life. Other animals are just shaped differently. They have slightly different priorities. They still care about what happens to themselves. So the reasons why you shouldn't slice a cow's throat are the same reasons why you shouldn't kick a dog for fun. Because they
Okay,
care
but
about
why?
themselves.
Then why is it okay for other animals to hurt other
It's
animals?
not okay, but I can't communicate with other animals. I can talk to you. You have moral agency. You know the difference between right and wrong. You have control over your own actions. You have options.
Yeah, I have an option to eat an animal if I want.
You're omnivore. You have the choice to either eat meat or not. So take the right choice, the ethical choice. That's what we're saying.
It's ethical to kill an animal. Like they're
No, it's
not.
not ethical to do that. Is it ethical to euthanize your dog or to euthanize your dog and cat just because you want to?
Yeah, for fun.
Because it's my pet. No, I don't.
Okay.
No, that's not what she asked you. She asked, would it be okay to do that to anyone's dog for fun, to euthanize them, not just because they're your dog?
No, because it's part of a family.
Okay, but cows are very much, and so are goats and pigs. They're very much like dogs and cats. They love.
My pizza got here. Give me
Yeah.
like 2 seconds.
Excuse me, Mr.
Right
Duck.
back.
Did you?
Give me like a minute.
He's going to be back in a minute.
I was gonna say I'll give you like 30 seconds. I'm not
Yeah.
here to wait. But the point is,
guess who just joined us?
Ben, the vegan farmer.
The vegan farmer. He's going to hate us.
He's going to hate us. Why would he hate us?
I mean, he's not going to hate us, but you've been referring so many people that he's probably like, "What the hell are you doing here?"
I doubt he even knows. I hyper worry about silly things. So Ben, just
We should have him come up.
I'm back.
If he wants to. I just don't want him to feel pressured. Okay, you know the love. Okay. I was worried that I maybe was talking about you too much, Ben, and maybe I was sending people your way, and I don't know if they're like overwhelming you with messages or whatnot. I just always pivot to you, so I was worried. That was it. But he says no.
So do you guys eat eggs?
No, it's not that we can't. We won't.
Why don't you eat eggs? The eggs that you eat aren't fertilized. They won't do anything. They're just going to sit there and rot.
Well, no, they're not. They're going to go to the wildlife, if anything. And also, I don't feel like eating a period because it's ovulation. It's not. It's pretty gross when you think about it.
It's not going to do anything. It's not going to.
You know what's really good? This product called Just Eggs. It tastes like eggs, only it's better.
It's not really better.
So it is. Have you tried it?
So
the reason why other vegan food is terrible.
The reason why eggs are bad, the reason why eggs are not good is not because their flavor or whatever. It's because the one who had to push that egg out has been exploited to the point where they now have a mutation daily where they have to push out an ovulation. And that wasn't the normal case until humans messed with their ancestors, literally making them grape each other so that their genetics lined up to make a perfect slave for us. That's why eggs are immoral.
Okay, well, it's
and
not.
And if you were a woman, you wouldn't want to be doing this every day. We do it once a month, and that's hard enough. To push out an egg at least once a day is horrifying.
Okay, they're meant to do it though. It's part of what
she just explained to you that they're not.
Yeah, Mr. Duck. So the red jungle fowl only laid 13 to maybe 15 eggs a year during part of the year, not even the whole year. Your chickens have been graped over and over again. Many of their mothers have been raped into their feces because that's how you make new chickens. You put female chickens in a room with a bunch of randy males, and the males grape them to death. And then you get chickens that have a mutation that produce more eggs, and they're trying to do this even worse. So they've gone from 13 to 15 eggs to 300 eggs. Now they're trying to push them to push out 500 eggs a year.
Okay.
Do you think this is fair? If I took you and I made you mate with someone you weren't attracted to, but because your genetics lined up to make your baby be my perfect slave, does that sound fair in your opinion?
Chickens don't have like. I'm pretty
Mr.
sure they
Duck,
don't.
can
Like,
you
like each other.
track? Are you an adult? Can you think for yourself?
Yes.
Okay. Do you think it's
scared.
fair if I took you and made you mate with someone you're not attracted to because your genetics lined up so that I could use your baby as a slave? Do you think that's fair?
As a human, no, but it's a
Why
chicken.
is it not fair?
You know what else is not fair, Mr. Duck? The male chicks are ground up. There's no use for them. They might keep one, and I don't even know if they might keep one. The rest are ground up live. You okay with that?
Yeah, it's like a
Yes,
second thing.
you're
It's a
okay with
second
being
thing.
ground up live.
So just so
They
you know,
don't
Mr.
feel
Duck,
that
if you were born a
like
chicken, that means that because you don't have a hoo-ha but a pecker, you're going to be ground up alive. Do you think that sounds fair?
it's like you don't have any memory.
I don't think they're equipped to have this conversation. They
You
cannot
don't have any
focus on.
memory. What is it? Did he say you don't have any?
He's basically trying to say they're not intelligent. But we've already gone
Yeah.
over that. We've already gone over that you shouldn't exploit someone just because they're different. We've gone through that rigmarole, and now he's just backtracking because now he's going through his favorite foods and saying, wait, why not this one? Wait, why not this one? It's like, why don't you go watch Dominion, see what's inherent in it, instead of asking us, what about? We talked about the ethics, right?
You know what?
Go ahead.
Richard, so do humans. So why don't you
humans
go
make great fertilizers.
Yeah.
Yep.
I remember when I worked at an animal shelter back in the 80s. This is horrific to know about, and I'm glad it's been changed. But a lot of times they would take the bodies, the unalived bodies that were euthanized, and use them for fertilizer.
Yeah.
That's pretty horrific if you think about it.
The only good thing I've heard about that, since we're compostable, is that we can have less toxic burials. But you have to be, and we do it. I don't know if you've seen them, but instead of being buried, we could do that for everybody.
I saw
in
these
a respectful way. Yeah, instead of like just throwing them in the garbage kind of thing. Because that's
or
not
using them for
respectful.
fertilizer.
Yeah, like exactly.
There are
Like they're
other-
a product. Like they're no longer. I know that they're gone. It's a respect thing. That's what makes us slightly different. We do treat our dead differently, right?
Yes.
We still see them as the one they once were.
Yeah. And Ben the farmer, I have somebody that you should connect with, Megan Kelly. And it's not that Megan Kelly. She is because I say that we laugh about it all the time. I feel bad for her. But she teaches veganic farming or gardening, I should say, veganic gardening. If you're still here, Ben.
That's awesome. Yeah. I'm sure Ben is, and if he isn't, he'll probably rewatch later. But yeah, it'd be a great way for him to start, because we need more like Ben, the vegan farmer. We need more farmers to start speaking up about veganic ways of growing. I'm not a veganic farmer or a gardener, really, to any extreme. I like do some minor gardening sometimes. Last year though, I wanted to grow pumpkins because I love pumpkins. I just love them. I'm a Halloween fiend, and yeah, I got sucked into that trap. There's a lot of nostalgia that I have, but anyway, I
like it too. It's my only holiday I celebrate.
Yeah, same. It's the only one I'm like, I want to celebrate. Sometimes I'm forced into family stuff, but yeah, it's the only one that I truly love celebrating. But now what I do with my front yard is I make it into a scene, like a vegan scene of some sort. Anyway, I'm sorry to get off topic here. I wanted to grow pumpkins, and I grew them no-till and no insecticide, no herbicide. Every time I saw a weed, I would just hack them right at the ground level and then put the weed sideways over the roots and just put either dirt or maybe some cardboard or something so it had no light. And I just would do a layer like that, like a lasagna layer. If I had extra compost, I'd put a layer of compost on top. So I did no-till. And I did veganic. So every input that I put in was either like seaweed or like a mineral from a rock. I did veganic. So I had no animal inputs and no, like I said, insecticide or herbicide. And I planted trap crops so that the bugs that do eat the ones I wanted to grow were attracted to these other crops. And it was amazing. I grew huge pumpkins.
I need to learn about that because we had the rabbits eat our hosta, some of the new hosta, but we actually had squash that we don't know where the seed came from, but we had like a whole side of the house that just like popped up, and we had all this squash, and we gave them out to neighbors, and because it was too much, and they were huge. They were huge, and you know we didn't do anything. We just let it grow. You know, that's the best kind. But anyway, I guess we need to get back to
volunteer crops. I love that. I love it. That's fantastic. But yeah, you can grow big, juicy, delicious veggies and fruits veganically. It's totally possible. That's what I learned from that experience. I had huge pumpkins that were like 60 pounds. I could barely carry them. I had to drag them on a tarp to the front because they're so big.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was fun. And I hardly had to, the only thing I had to do was make sure they were watered because my watering system isn't perfect. So that was a little bit of work, but that's just because of the way I set it up. Otherwise, it was literally just a water and go. Everything, I didn't have to add any teas or like extra compost or whatever. So we can do it.
Yes.
Let's see. We have a couple requests. Let's see. How long have we been going? I can't see my chat. Oh, there it is. Okay, we've been going up. Let's do one more. I've been up here a bit. Does anybody else go on live? Does anybody know of any other vegans that go on live anytime soon? Okay. Present moment. Are you over 18? Hello? Okay. Sounds like they're busy. Ultimate Blazer. Are you over 18? Oh, I can't hear you if you're muted. You'll have to unmute. Okay. Nikki. Are you over 18?
I want to say thank you for being vegan because I get to eat more meat.
Okay. That's actually not how it works. If vegans don't eat the flesh, the demand goes down. So there's actually less flesh.
No, you're not going to be able to show your camera, and you're not going to be back up here after what you just did.
Yeah, why would I bring you back up? That's so silly. Man, you really do got something clogging your brain. You really think I'm going to bring you back up? No. I might just call it here then. I think BioLife has pourable mozzarella. Was it Bio? No, it's Miyoko's. Miyoko's has pourable mozzarella. Although I don't like using Miyoko's brand just because I know it's owned by some a-hole that stole it from Miyoko's, and she's awesome. But if you have nothing else, buying that product is perfect because they are really good. Miyoko's herself, though, has been releasing the recipes for those foods. So if you ever want to make them yourself, go look up Miyoko's on YouTube. I'm sure she's also shared on Instagram and TikTok, but go find Miyoko.
She has a book about it. But I right now have only Viola Life.
Oh, I love Viola. I love it. Or Violet.
There's a Canadian one that has like an artesian cheese that is almost as good as what Miyoko's was, and I can't remember the name of it, but my co-op that just shut down after 50 years used to sell it all the time, and I loved it.
I'm so sorry. Co-ops are like the best standard you could get right now because they clearly care about each other and their communities.
Yeah, the humans, the place that was there, they had unionized workers, even part-time, you know, And it was sad. It was like it was a really well-known co-op, for 50 years in this community. And just, I blame I won't go into it because we need to get back on topic. I blame the landlords.
Yeah. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. Honestly, I know that some good people are landlords, but we don't need landlords anymore.
No, they were greedy.
Yeah. Most landlords, I'd say like 99% of them are doing it just to make passive income. It's not what it used to. It used to be grandmas just trying to survive retirement.
Right, and running a building. Right.
Exactly. So anyway, I do have 2 requests. Should I bring one up?
Sure.
Bring one up. Okay.
I'm just packing.
Okay. Well, I might be wrapping up now. I just didn't know if I should.
That's all right.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, what can I... Oh, are you over 18?
Yeah.
What year were you born?
2008.
I don't know if I believe that, honestly. You sound so young. My landlord...
But some boys do.
That's true. He just sounds so young. My landlord lets my apartment building be infested with roaches and mice for $1,000. Over $1,000? Oh my God. Yeah, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. That's a health risk. That's not safe. I'm so sorry.
That is gross. The landlord there was charging them, they had like 5,000 square feet, and the landlord was charging them $65 a square foot, which typically in the grocery stores in this area goes for about 35.
Wow.
Square foot. So that's the fact that they survived as long as they did was amazing.
Yeah. Wow. That's so sad they were charged like over double. That's terrible. Wow. I'm so sorry that you lost them.
Well, they were half a mile down the street. So
Oh!
Worse.
Oh!
Now I have to drive 3 miles.
Oh. Luckily that's not that bad. Oh, a Whole Foods. Hate Whole Foods. They have so many options. Don't get me wrong. I just hate Jeff, whatever his name is now. Wow, I can't remember his name. Benzos. That's not his name, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, that guy. I don't like him, and he owns that store. It really makes me sad because they have so many good vegan options. But if you're vegan and you don't have any other options, don't get me wrong. Go there and get your shit. I don't have to go there, so I purposely look for other stores. But there we go. Jeffrey Preston. His middle name is Preston. That's so funny. Bezos. I haven't said his name in so long. It's so weird.
He has a house here.
Where?
In the DC area.
Oh, right.
And he owns the Washington Post.
Oh, yeah, I did know that. He also had or has a house. He had one up here not up here. He had it up in Seattle. Because I remember there being issues with him and, oh my gosh, Bill Gates and one other rich person all living in the same neighborhood because they weren't paying like their rates or like the HOA rates, so their neighborhoods were like going down in value or something like that. I don't know. They were hurting their own neighborhoods because they're so wealthy and they're affecting their neighbors' housing and how much it costs and all that. We just don't need billionaires. They just hurt everybody. Just them existing hurts everybody.
They should just give away their wealth, basically.
Yeah. Exactly.
And there's some that do, but
but not enough. If you're a billionaire, you're not giving enough away. But I understand that this game is about who has their hand on the top of that stick. So I get why at some point they're like, no, I'm not going to give it away. It's my power to climb the top. This is not the priority, people. We have each other. We need to care about each other. Goodness gracious.
Because that's what animal rights people do. We care about all animals, humans or not.
Humans included. Exactly. All right. Well, I think I'm going to wrap it up there. I don't have any other requests. The requests I kept getting were just children trying to pop up here. So we'll just call it there, I guess. And I will be back on Monday, 9 a.m., my normal time slot. And then we'll also have anti-animal use again. I don't have any images of them yet. I do have like old images. there it is. This group of good-looking peeps. So don't pay attention to the time that's written on there. We haven't decided on when we're going live. It'll either be Friday or Saturday. But please come check us out.
Yeah, and follow us. Jason E, I followed you.
Yes, please follow all the vegans on this panel. Please follow Dashing Grandpa. Please follow Vegan Travel. Please follow any vegans you see in the chat. We're all great activists. We all put out great content. You can ask us questions, any of us. So, yeah. Do you have any other thoughts? Yes. All right. You have a great day. Thank you, Donna, for being up here. Really. And I'm excited to see your next live.
It'll be next week.
Yes, from the cruise.
From the cruise.
Yay! Okay. Well, everyone go follow Vegan Travel. You want to see some vegan traveling?
Yeah, we might see some bears or something. You never know what's going to pop up in
That would be
Alaska.
awesome. And it's Green Earth Travel 2. Correct?
Yes.
Yes. You wanna travel and be vegan? Go reach out to Green Earth Travel 2. Awesome. Okay, and then Dashing Grandpa, always on other people's panels too. I actually haven't seen if you've had any content recently. But
No, he doesn't really do that, but he has a content of wealth. He does post, but he doesn't do lives. He just comes into the lives and gives a great wealth of knowledge.
Pops in when he's got a thought to share. I love it. Yeah. Appreciate you, Dashing. Thank you for being up here. Please go follow Dashing. You want to go ask him questions or see when he is on other people's panels. Yeah. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and end the TikTok, and I'll see y'all on Monday. Absolutely. Bye. Thank you, Donna, for being up here. You guys have a great day. If you're not vegan, be vegan. I'll see you guys later. Monday. Awesome. I hate that TikTok does this thing where it like forces the chat back over. It doesn't need to do that. Okay. I'm going to pull that forward. Thank you, YouTube, for being here. This was kind of an impromptu. I was going to go outside, but it's really like gray all over. And, I also, so Ian is lighting something, but I was naughty yesterday. We got gardening. Well, we got cannabis stuff. We're not on TikTok. We can talk like normal people now. So, I didn't show him that I snuck a little something in my bag. What? Oh, you figured, did you? I did yesterday. I had 2 in my bag, and I wasn't going to show him either of them, but then I was like, okay, here's one. And anyway, what's special about this one is that it's toad venom. Toad venom. I didn't think he caught what I just said, but he was just like, oh. So toad venom is one of my favorite strains right now. I really like it, made by Evans Creek. They're a company in Oregon, and they do small batches, or they did. I haven't had them in a minute just because I haven't been able to bud tend. So I'm weed poor, which really sucks because I'm enthusiastic about cannabis. I really like the different strains. I like the different flavors, the different effects, whatever. It's fine. We're all into our own things. I know it's not everyone's thing, and that's fine. But toad venom is like this mix of like, it's got a candy flavor with like this gassy that fills your mouth. And the high is not, it's stony, so you feel kind of stupid, but it's not energetic, so you don't feel anxious, but it also doesn't make you sleep. It's just, here. It doesn't make you sleep. It just makes you feel stoned. You're just like comfortable in your skin. You're like, yeah, this feels cool. So I like those effects. Those are my favorite effects. I don't like to feel sleepy or anxious, although I do love a good sativa in the morning. It's like coffee. It does get me going. I don't get those options anymore because it's so expensive. It's such a privilege to be able to have it. But that's why I used to actually want to fill the niche of growing veed. That's what I should call it, veed. Veganic weed, and which I have done. I've grown weed veganically for myself. I live next to a school right now, so it's not safe. I could get in a lot of trouble, so I don't grow now, but I really want to. I really feel like that niche needs to be filled. And I think that a lot of people are enthusiastic about cannabis and would prefer it to be easier to grow without using animal inputs. Oh. That's glass. Yeah. It's got a little reusable glass tip. I don't know if you guys have ever seen that. When you roll it, you have what's called a crutch. I called it a clutch. I still do sometimes. It's called a crutch. It's just a little piece of paper that you roll up and then you pin it with your paper and you roll it. If you go find my page, Can of Banana Roller, on Instagram, you'll see all my videos. I used to be very enthusiastic about cannabis. My favorite thing to do is take a big sticky nug, put my thumbs in it and pull it apart, and it like stretches like cheese. Vegan cheese, of course. Do we have non-vegans in the chat? Bots don't have souls. Is there a bot in the chat? Someone's saying there's a bot. All right. Well, I'll end it here, guys. I'm just yapping about myself smoking. So anyway, I don't know who's live now. I'm sure somebody will go live. And yeah, I'll see you on their live. I'll see you in the chat. Y'all have a great vegan day. Thank you for being here.